hating anti-Semitism is more of a thing of the hollow earthers.
Yeah, yeah. But a lot of the flat earthers also blame the Jews for everything.
I mean, that's a lot of conspiracies in
A lot of
general.
conspiracies in general, yeah, it just feeds into the
Like a
traitor.
lot of conspiracies just use the word New World Order to, you know, in order to not have to say Jews and scare people off.
Yeah, alright, I'm gonna figure out what's going on with my
Even though
controller here.
New World Order sounds like a Nazi thing.
Yeah, yeah, just kind of a
And
little.
maybe I'm thinking of the Wolfenstein, and also how in Star Wars, like the Empire is referred to as the New Order, which is why the remnants are referred to as the First Order.
Okay, why can't I move between any of my other controls here?
Also, you're not capturing
Oh yeah,
screen.
let me do screen capture.
Yeah.
Okay, so my controller's being weird. It's accepting the joypad and the buttons, but it's not accepting my analog stick for some reason. All right, hold on, let me share. Yeah, I want to capture. I want to share my fucking Discord window. Yeah, thanks. All right, let's see if it works in the game. Oh right, yeah, I was in the fucking the giant mushroom place,
Yeah.
getting messed up by the giant mushroom.
Mushroom
Okay,
Hill Zone.
there we go. All
Oh,
right.
also your Christmas present was also very fun.
What did I buy again?
Sonic the Mania.
Oh right, yeah, I think it was on sale. I can't remember now.
I liked it generally more than Sonic 3 and Knuckles, though I think the end stages with Sonic 3 and Knuckles are better than, like, more climactic than Sonic Mania's, though then again, I think the
Well, Sonic Mania is like more or less just sort of a greatest hits album, right? Or is it?
no, they have original levels too, and like they like tweak the hell out of levels they have in there.
Sure, yeah, because I know that it's got all the levels with the good music. That's the most I know.
I mean, well, let's see,
Because it's got
good
Flying
music.
Battery Zone
It
and
does.
It's got Chemicant Pamp.
It's also got Lava Reef Zone, underappreciated Sonic music there, and also Starlight Speedway, even though that's probably the worst level in Sonic Mania because it's too close to the Sonic CD version. And also the fucking boss at the end, Metal Sonic, just takes forever to kill because he has like a billion phases. And one point, you have to like knock a bunch of Sonic robots into Metal Sonic as they're spin dashing, and like there's not 100% chance you'll hit them with them.
Ugh, yeah, that sounds gross.
Though the last part is almost impossible to fare because there's a sliding spike wall behind you, but the spike wall will also push your rings forward if they fall out of you.
Oh, that's good.
But yeah, I liked Death Egg Zone more than the Monarch Zone, and like the final boss without the Chaos Emeralds in Sonic 3 Knuckles is better than the one without the Chaos Emeralds in Sonic Mania. But I think seeing the one that is with the Chaos Emeralds, though, I think that's a tie between the two. Because in Sonic Mania, they made the one where you have the Chaos Emeralds basically a fucking end boss from an adventure game,
Hmm.
complete with butt rock.
Nice.
Yeah, but I guess although on Good Music they did not put in fucking uh what is it, Ice Cap Zone.
That one I'm not familiar with. Is that
Do
from
do 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 do. It's the one that had the Jefferson song bass line in it because one of the guys who was from the Jeffersons worked on sound on that game.
You know, I know you said the Jeffersons, but when you first said it, I really thought you said the Jetsons. And I was trying to figure out what the bass line
Joe
was.
Jetson, his daughter Judy.
Yeah, I was trying to
His
figure
boy.
out what the bass line from the Jetsons theme is.
But like, yeah, it's in that's one of the good levels in Sonic 3. Like Sonic 3 probably has, let's see, it has a good level, the best water level in Sonic, but that's not saying that much. A kind of a sloggy level, a outright bad and slow level in Carnival Night Zone, a good level, and then a pretty decent level in Launchpad Zone.
Nice, nice. Also, hi, Yaddle.
But yeah, see, freaking Ice Cap Zone is your reward for getting fucking through freaking Carnival Night Zone, the worst, one of the worst
Casino
levels
Night
in
Zone?
Sonic.
Or which? There's Carnival Night Zone, a different one.
So Casino Night, it's based on Casino Night Zone and like the theme of Casino Night Zone and Spring Yard Zone. A lot of people hate Spring Yard Zone. I'm indifferent to it. Casino Night Zone was like considered the best of that type of level, probably up until like the Mania came out and they had a Studiolopolis Zone, which was also very good. But Carnival Night Zone is extremely long, extremely slow. I've timed out to the boss battle so many times because the boss is also really slow. Look out for snakes.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
And then also, if you're playing as Knuckles, you can accidentally get yourself onto Sonic's route and have to glitch your way into Sonic's boss battle.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Well, not like really badly glitched, but like you have to finagle your way into a place you're not supposed to be as Knuckles.
Also, I just realized I need to kill Carbonite. It's killing my frame rate here.
Unlike fucking, at least Marble Hill Zone, like the fucking getting onto Sonic's route is a secret reward, and you get Knuckles and Tails.
Oh, that's cool.
In the plot, like it's.
But this one's just a glitch, and it's a bad glitch.
Yeah, I mean technically you also have to finagle. Like I don't think it's intended to Knuckles to fight Sonic's boss, but you can do it and it still works. Let's see.
Oh, the boys are rowdy. Oh shit, what?
Look out, curse.
Yeah, I didn't realize they could go up like that. Ah. I didn't realize the curse could get me up there. Alright, looks like there's another boy over there.
Also, Bang the Dynamite and Act the Weasel make cameos in the game.
Nice.
In a boss fight, because Magician Heavy, she can turn into those characters along with a third character I can't even recognize. They're so obscure.
Which one? Wait, which one was the other one? Bang the Knight?
Bang the Dynamite. The one who throws
Being the Dynamite, yeah.
Yeah, the one who throws the bird that throws bombs.
The bird that throws bombs. It's unclear what kind of bird he is.
I mean, type of bird are the Sonic Riders birds?
I don't know even what they look like, so I have a hard time answering that.
I mean, what birds are flickies?
Are those like the little birds that come out of robots?
Yeah, they are if you ever see a bird coming out of a robot, it's a flicky.
They're like, I don't know, yeah, there's some generic small bird.
Have the names like the pigs are piggies, the chickens are cuckies.
Oh, we got the little boys.
Like even like the generic names, like you know those fucking the pipes that shoot steam out in Lava Reef Zone. Those have a name and they're called Toxtomeisters.
Okay.
Yes,
that's a name.
I mean, listen, frickin' Robotnik makes sure all his badniks have proper designations.
What was that again? What Meister?
Toxtomeister, because it shoots bad pollution.
Oh, okay.
You see fucking Robotnik's polluting the volcano like fucking a Clapton Planet episode.
Right, he's just dumping nuclear waste into the volcano.
Actually, no, the plot for the first one is like the Rivalry Zone is where the Death Egg crash landed after you destroyed its launch sequence in Launch Base Zone, and he's prying it out. Also, it's connected to the area where the Master Emerald is. Also, another fun thing, like Sonic, Knuckles has his own unique level for like one act because the act in Sonic's route is like based on the the air, like the part where you're about to go to the airship and you're riding on top of an airplane from Tails playing with from Sonic 2,
Hmm.
but Knuckles gets knocked off in both routes and then has to do another level. And also, Knuckles' boss is different at the end of Lava Reef Zone, because in the original Lava Reef Zone, he didn't have a second boss because, you know, the second boss, Sonic gets into the second boss fight by Knuckles throwing a rock at him.
I didn't know that, actually. Oh, there's the
And
Basilisk.
so Knuckles' boss fight, though, for that one is, so when you get to the Temple of the Master Emerald, Eggman steals it with his, like, pod thing and zaps Knuckles. And if you playing as Knuckles, the end boss fight in that Mania, instead of like the Night Heavy, is you fight Robotnik trying to steal the Master Emerald with a zappy thingy.
Okay, isn't the fight on the airship with the I'm trying to remember now. I remember the fight on the airship involving a laser beam.
Both fights on the airship involve a laser beam. The one in Flying Battery, like it's the first part of a multi-part boss fight. And then in the Sonic 2, it's the boss fight you get before Eggman runs off and you go to Death Egg Zone.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember. Okay, yeah, I remember that one. I remember that one a lot because it came up in Bubsy and Sonic 2, and that it was kind of impossible because it's meant to be attacked from below.
Yeah.
You know, like Sonic does.
I also know that's hard if you're doing the whole Knuckles playing in Sonic 2. If you do using the Sonic and Knuckles cartridge with the Sonic 2 cartridge.
Huh. Can Knuckles not attack things from below? I know he can glide, but I thought he did the ball thing too.
I don't think he has as high as the jump as Sonic.
Huh.
Because he's got the glide.
Right.
He doesn't have as high of a jump, and he's slightly slower, but not that really. In fucking Adventure 2, he's actually faster than Sonic because he has no momentum. He just goes. Same with Rogue. Same with Rouge the Rogue.
Rouge the Bat, who is originally a spy and then is originally a thief and then works for the government at some point.
That's slightly more explained in Sonic X, of all things, because it's explained that she's working for Gun as, like, basically, like, in a Suicide Squad position where they hire her, like, we'll let you go from jail if you work for us.
Okay.
She gets a girlfriend named Topaz.
I didn't know you could stagger the big boys. I guess you could stagger everything. I just thought they had a lot more poise.
Let's see.
Boy, these boys have weird ragdolls.
Also, if you complete perfect, I think all the like in every checkpoint you can go into a stage like the Sonic 3 grab the sphere stage, you know, to get instead of Chaos Emeralds you get a medal, and if you get all the rings you get a perfect, and if you get all perfects you get unlocked Knuckles in Knuckles mode.
Did you say Knuckles in Knuckles mode?
Did I stutter?
I couldn't tell if you said Knuckles in Knuckles or Knuckles and Knuckles.
You unlock and Knuckles mode.
Nice. Knuckles in Knuckles with Knuckles.
Listen, this fucking game, one of the bosses is Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine, so...
So you actually have to play Puyo Puyo?
Yeah. It's
nice.
Easy Puyo Puyo because you only need to make a basic set to get Robotnik garbage Puyos, and you can basically just survive and Robotnik will defeat himself. He's slightly better on Knuckles mode, but then he is fighting Sonic because Knuckles is not as smart as Sonic. I think in canon, Knuckles is not as completely dumb as he is in fucking Sonic Boom.
Right.
Where he's the sweet idiot child.
My sweet idiot son.
But he is still, like, he's more just cocky and doesn't give a fuck. I think the whole Knuckles is an idiot thing also comes from how many times he's been tricked by Robotnik to think that Sonic is actually the bad guy.
It happens frequently.
It happened more than once.
Also, thanks for the advice, Yaddle. I'll try not to get punched in the face so much. No promises. Oh man, we got music here, actually.
Alright, this is also where the second Hydra is.
Oh, yep, there it is.
Oh, you actually had to look up that backside.
Also, that's not what I expected the bottom of the Hydra to look like, but like...
Oh, it's, yeah, a bunch of snakes that are fused together in the middle, I guess.
It's like a rat king of snakes.
And remember to mind the painter's gap. Oh, here he comes! I think. No. No, he's gonna do that. Okay, when they rear back, I think that means they're gonna shoot. So I guess get closer, so they do the.
Yeah, I want them to do the. I want them to do the swingy thing.
There we go. Also, this one looks slightly different than the other one. More.
Yeah, it's a lot frillier.
Yeah.
Oh hi! You can even see the parts where the head's cut off when you get inside the model.
It looks like a dire Hydra. You know, dire. It has spikes on it. That means it's dire.
It's also bigger than another one. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I guess, yeah, that's a given. Well, I mean, then if it's just bitter but no spikes, it's just a giant whatever.
Yeah. I remember that was a thing from the things I've been banned from doing. Things I've been banned from doing in games. One of them is like making dire versions of any toy dog.
Listen, don't disrespect the dire corgi. The dire pug. Imagine. I should ask James what a dire pug looks like. Oh, speaking of pugs and James, I got my first clear on Death Road to Canada.
Oh, nice.
I had my final party consisted of James, but it was reverse James because I sent him through a portal.
What?
Like, I found a cosmic space-time portal, I sent him through it, and he became out as Bizarro James, and his name was James spelled backwards.
Nice. I need to try that game again. I don't think I've played that game in like a year.
They've added a lot of things, like, there's now flashlight mechanics.
Okay.
Because when it gets dark, if you don't have a flashlight, you can't see, like, it gets dark and hard to see, and also you can't see what you're about to pick up on the ground, unless you have someone with a flashlight. But they don't need to have the flashlight equipped at any time, they just need to have it for it to work. And, like, taking up an inventory slot.
Oh, I moved really far back from the beach.
Apparently they made the end game a lot more manageable. I think the hardest part of the end game now is, like, the first siege.
I think that's the part that I usually die on.
Yeah, because
it's the part where you have to hold out for like 10 minutes, right? And there's just
well, no, there's
a
a longer siege after that, but it's in like a big area with a lot of stuff hanging around it. And then the final thing, you have to run to the border. And then there's a bunch of Mounties at the border that will help you when you get there.
Nice, yeah. I've never actually gotten to the border.
Yeah. They also added a kind of like one of those rogue-like progression mechanisms, and you can earn zombie points. And you can spend those on zombie points to unlock like different perks you can get at the start, or like
cool.
special types of like things that might show up.
Right, yeah, so it's not just so it's not just whatever you get, you also get some bonuses now.
Yeah.
I'm guessing there's also like a purist permadeath mode or whatever as well.
Well, no, you can choose to erase that data also.
Gotcha.
And, like, have none of those on. Like, it's mostly just, like, stuff that... It doesn't give you stuff starting out other than the perks, like, new perks, which, you know, you always had perks starting out.
Right.
Also, they added the Cold Steel Sword guy.
Oh, nice.
Also, they added Nimbus Conflict or whatever.
Nimbus Conflict? What is
yeah,
that?
MacLeod Strife.
Oh, okay, nice.
He has a Buster sword, but it's But he like he doesn't have a lot of fistness, so it takes a lot. Like he only can swing it like a couple times, and he's perma equipped with it. You need to level him the fuck up.
Right, yeah, because he's wielding his fucking.
Unlike Link with his bow changed randomly every time, who will just naturally get better automatically. Link starts with a wooden sword, but then gets better swords over time, and also finds boomerangs and heart containers and bombs and shit.
Nice. That's cool. I think the only special character I got who didn't suck was the sumo wrestler.
There's also I encountered Brogan, who has claws and can heal himself.
Nice. There's also Mason, who when if you take him with your group, random members will like disappear if he doesn't have enough morale. Who is he?
He wields a machete and has a chainsaw and wears a hockey mask.
Oh.
Mason.
Gotcha.
Even though Jason didn't like, I don't know if he still hasn't used a fucking chainsaw or not.
I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, I know that like for like a while, like people would parody Jason with like a guy with a chainsaw, but Jason never really used a chainsaw in any of the films.
Yeah, that was they combined Jason and Leatherface.
To be fair, Jason also didn't get the hockey mask until 3, so in 2 he was basically Leatherface without a fucking chainsaw.
Huh.
And in 1 he wasn't around because it was his mom.
Yeah. Well, he shows up right at the end as like a kid.
Yeah.
He drags the last girl into the water.
And what, you expecting some Halloween shit? No, even last girl dies.
Well, she survives. She just like she gets picked up by the paramedics, and they're like, "We only found one body out there." So she's like, oh, "He's still out there."
And then there was that one in like I think Halloween Part 6 where like the kid who killed, or Part 5 where the kid who killed Jason in Part 5, like there's another Jason, and he's the guy I intentionally dressed up in Jason to drive that kid insane. Or like now he's a teenager.
Wait, what?
And then he does, and then that teen gets and then that teen dons the Jason mask and becomes Jason for a while, but gets caught before he can do any harm and put in an insane asylum. And then Jason gets struck by lightning and comes back again, and that guy has to defeat him again.
Okay.
And that's when Jason becomes immune to bullets and stuff, because he's now reanimated by lightning. And then there was Jason that goes to Manhattan, where Jason only is in Manhattan for like the final quarter of the movie. Most of it is Jason on a boat.
Sure. Kind of like Jurassic Park 2, where there's the T-Rex that's in, I don't know, Long Beach?
I mean, most of that at least takes place on the island. I guess were they promoting? Oh, the dinosaurs are now on the mainland. Or was that
I don't know.
like?
I'd have to like try and find the ads.
Yeah.
Dragon scale.
Yeah. Most of it was at Site B.
Apparently, it is now time for crab. Crab battle. There's also some desiccated fly husk over here. No, wait, that's just a rock, I think.
Moves around as a hermit crab. I mean, it does look like a hermit crab from this angle.
Yeah. Oh, no, it's a skull. Okay.
No, that's a clam.
Well, that's a clam.
An oyster.
It's some kind of abomination. Okay, he doesn't have a whole lot of poise.
Yeah, they just don't make sure he doesn't bite you.
Yeah. I guess I should not be surprised that the main thing about the clam is that it has a lot of defense.
Oh, you're doing damage. It has a lot of health.
Ow, okay, apparently I was
Actually, it's
not
kind of more of a scallop. You know what also I recently watched? That is a good episode that still holds up.
I like that the clam's full of skulls. That's cool. Also, what
Yeah,
episode?
The episode of SpongeBob where him and Mr. Krabs think they killed the health inspector.
What?
You never saw that one?
I have not seen a lot of SpongeBob.
Yeah,
Again, I did not have cable growing up.
Watch the one where SpongeBob has to dump a dead body.
Alright. Sounds like a plan.
Like, it contains the line, "Oh, it's so icky and corpsey."
Okay. I guess this thing's just a lot of sea life rolled into one thing. Because it's like a scallop, it's an anemone, it's an urchin. Ow, okay. Stabby boy.
Hey, you could make an argument it's a sea pig with those leggies. Have you ever seen a sea pig?
I haven't. I've heard of sea...
They're kind of cute.
I've heard of sea cows.
No, those are manatees. Sea pigs are like these little sea cucumber things with little leggies.
Okay.
And they're like translucent and stuff.
Weird. Oh yeah, I should probably tweet out that I'm playing Dark Souls.
Yeah. And then look up while you're there, look up a sea pig.
Alright, I will do this.
Is it halibut or tuna that's chicken of the sea?
Tuna.
Alright.
Unless you want to say it is just for the halibut. You know how to give it to him. Alright, let's...
Also, everyone's training out about, like, an asshole being actually an asshole or something like that.
What?
I don't know, but discourse.
What about an
we
asshole?
We won't talk about a thing, but not actually say what we're talking about.
Okay.
You gotta be in the know.
Apparently.
You in the know?
I am apparently not. Oh, wow, okay. Yeah, I can see the sea pig thing going on there. They're like... Wow, they're just weird little flesh blob things. Occasionally with feelers. Also, this is a good loop. I have not... Either that or it's like a 17-minute long track of chanting. I have not noticed when it ends and when it picks back up. Oh, huh. That seems like a trap. Dragon scale. I guess I could level up my Gaping Dragon Greatsword. Great axe. Whenever I end up using that again. Oh, huh. Neat. Oh, can I... Wait, is there a tree I can go up? Ooh, here's crab. Ooh, here's... Oh, no, that's a basilisk. Ah, shit. Thought it was a crab from that angle. Wow, what is the camera doing there? So I like got
Well,
stuck on the tree and then started just running to the left, almost off of
also,
the
at
line.
least on the plus side, you might not have to do the fucking what's it called?
Oh, there's a bunch of them in there.
Are you going back inside the hollow, or?
I don't know. There was just another entrance. Unless I was going backwards. But I think I walked out the other way. Looks like there was just another entrance to the hollow up here.
We could really use Max around this point.
They're just smoking it up there. Alright. Go to options and turn off auto wall recovery. Did I save those?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Thanks, I think that's killed me more than once. Yeah, because this was after the Hydra, so this is a different place. There's just more trees here, I guess, that you can go inside of. Oh, shit. Up, up, up. Dodge, dodge, dodge. I almost did the thing that killed me last time. Also,
if you beat the whatever boss comes next, if you beat him on your first try, I'll subscribe to you.
Okay, that gives me confidence. Let's see. I can go out. No, okay. Oh, wait, Can I go up this way? Yeah, I can. What's up here? Yeah, this is a different tree I can go in. Okay, that's the way I came in. So this is a different way out.
Or it might just be a tree. I don't know if you can go up those mushrooms.
Oh, okay. So this might have just been an alternate path. I don't know. Let me see. Yeah, it looks like this is just a different way to go. Because I can't go through here. I can just go out the other side. Also, thank you for the host, Min SH2. For up to 4 viewers. Okay, that's a little jarring. The tree you came down didn't have... Yeah, it didn't have basilisks in the bottom, yeah. It just had the big mushroom boys and a giant mushroom stack. It's the mush stack. Oh, there's another... crab battle. Oh, he's stuck. I guess I should reinforce that other bonfire. Because I can only get 5 Estus at it right now. Although I'm not exactly getting more humanity here. Oh, he's stuck. He's really stuck. This is such a weird... I don't know, this is just such a weird zone for Dark Souls. I'm just waiting.
And yeah, there are a bunch of weird zones like this. Like, not exactly like this, but yeah. Like, Dark Souls is not just all fucking medieval castles and stuff.
Well, yeah, it's just like, also like, it's different than like even the forest, because it's just this long path. Whoa, okay. Hi, thanks for the bits, Sam. Oh, you got the... I think you just got... Is that... Do you have the 100-bit badge now? Or the $100 bit badge? Yeah, the 100-bit badge is the... Yeah, so you've got... Yeah, I think that's for... Yeah, Twitch is dumb. Yeah, I managed to make like 500 or 600 bits on Sunday. Just like, I was like editing podcasts and I just decided, oh wow, there's just another bonfire right here. This seems suspicious. Yup.
Oh, Lord. Oh, don't worry. There's no such thing as a bonfire mimic.
No, there's just this very large boy here.
Don't worry about him.
Why do I need
to go talk to him?
Why do I need like way more souls? Alright. I need so many souls. Pray to the everlasting dragons. So what can I get out of the? Oh, hey, thanks for more bits. What can I get out of this covenant? Oh, I can't even talk to him.
It's a dueling covenant.
Okay, so like the cat one.
Yeah, you actually put down a thing, like your sign, and then like a person can read that sign and challenge you to a duel.
Gotcha.
Also, go behind him.
Okay.
See that tail?
Mm-hmm.
Cut it off.
Can I?
Don't worry, it won't attack you.
Okay. Wait, hold on. Oh, sweet. Thanks.
Yeah, that's also why you want to meet. Like, he just has free sword. His company is also a lot about getting dragon scales and upgrading dragon equipment, and also turning yourself into a dragon.
That's cool.
By the way, do you have the online fixer thing up?
Oh, I should turn on DSCM. Let me do that.
Yeah.
Oh,
I know you haven't been seeing a lot of soap zones.
Black Zone, or wait, okay. Oops, I didn't mean to equip the Black Knight Sword. I just wanted to see what I needed. Oh, I only need 18 dexterity for this. Okay. I was wondering why I thought I was close. Let me re-equip the Gargoyle Halberd. Alright, let me get in. Big Boy is literally like immortal, but for some reason his tail is detachable.
Well, it's like those lizards, you know, I mean, just because it now is immortal doesn't mean that it doesn't have this freaking survival mechanic from when it wasn't immortal.
Yeah, he just regrows it, and now he just lives forever as a sword dispenser.
Yeah, you only get one sword for him because the tails grow back over extraordinarily long periods of time.
Yeah. He's a very limited sword dispenser. Oh, cool. This bonfire is already reinforced.
Also, I think he was talking to you, but you skipped the conversation via using the bonfire.
Maybe. I didn't see any subtitles or hear anything, but that's possible.
Yeah.
Should I just fast travel back? I feel like there's more places to explore here that I somehow have missed.
I mean, there's like more stuff you can get here, but that's the big reason you come down here is to meet that dragon. So I think.
Is there even any reason to go back in the hollow then? Should I just go back to like,
there's stuff in there.
Okay.
I mean, like, there's stuff you can get, like, items.
Alright, sure.
Yep. Though I think a lot of it is you have to...
What? What was that?
Like, you have to follow a style.
You have to follow a style?
Fall with style.
Ah, okay, yeah. I did see a bunch of items in there that I missed. But yeah, if this is the end result of it, I guess I can just go back to Firelink or whatever.
Explore.
I can see what else is around. I probably should have just warped back to the beachhead though. Because I don't think there's much...
Well, you don't... Can you warp back to the beachhead?
Oh, you're right. Yeah, you can only warp to certain bonfires. I forgot.
Yeah. You can warp from any bonfire, but you can only warp to certain bonfires.
Right. Hiya, boy. Oh, you got out this time.
I should stop watching the stream. Oh, well. Because I'm so behind, and you're talking about events that are yet to happen.
Oh, were you actually watching the Twitch stream?
Yeah. I forgot.
Yeah, you have a much faster thing here.
Pop out. Alright, and now...
Oh, man. Okay, you can warp to Dragon Bro, but not so much about the tree bonfire. Just die. Jeez, that... For such a simple encounter, that took a lot of Estus. Ooh, Twinkling Titanite, nice.
Yeah, that's what you need to upgrade the unique weapons.
Yep, I harvested a lot of it off of the giants when I spent about 8 hours grinding up levels. Let's see. Oh yeah, I still have the gold serpent ring. All right. Probably not the tree bonfire because it's not even important enough to be like upgraded by default.
Also, did you? No, you didn't post this in Discord, did you?
I don't think I didn't.
All right.
Can you do that for me?
Fine. You want it in videos or video games?
Video games. I should probably just make an announcements channel at some point. And just post like, oh, we're live here. There's a new podcast here. Oh, I missed the thing behind that tree, apparently. Also, this music is so epic for like fighting these weird like clam monsters. Oh shit, oh shit. You got any Titanite? Nope. I'm half expecting that like when I try to go to the clam to like get whatever's in there out, like it's just gonna like have one more surprise attack after it's dead.
Shuts on you.
Yeah. Just like, surprise! Fucker. Also I have DSCM up.
Right. You poked up, like, is it giving you online, like, showing you you're online and stuff?
Yeah, I'm online, I'm in the hollow, there's like 20 other people in here.
Alright, yeah, I guess this isn't also not a place people go down that often. Unless they're, like, looking for something.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, it is a fitting soundtrack for the Everlasting Dragon, I will give you that much. Dragon scale. Man, there's a lot of dragon scales down here, huh?
Yeah, because there's
almost like there's a dragon. Yeah, weird. Weird how the dragon place has a bunch of dragon shit. Oh. Let's see what's around the other side of the tree then.
Also, they've the Dark Souls randomizer has been updated.
Oh God. Okay.
I like to make it more like reasonable.
Okay. Were there things that were? Could you get soft locked or whatever?
I think they make sure it doesn't soft lock you, but you have to do some shenanigans sometimes.
Sure. Yeah. Kind of like have you seen Super Metroid Arcade mode?
No, I'm only familiar with normal randomizer stuff. That Super Metroid randomizer.
So arcade mode is sort of a randomizer, but it like changes changes things around, and like you get points for doing stuff, for like exploring rooms and shooting enemies. And you can try and play for various other things, and basically anytime. Oh, there! I just saw a Phantom. Anytime you go from a room to another room, it's totally random. Even if you go out the door that you just came in, it sends you to some completely other different room.
Kind of reminds me of the cave of the ancient this old mod for Final Fantasy V, where like you start off with like just freelancers and with no jobs and like you can buy basic equipment before you leave. But you have to unlock like it's random levels, like each with like drawing from a pool from some point in the game, usually based on like how deep you are is how tougher the enemies are. You only have like a time limit to you have a time limit for how long you're allowed to stay on the floor.
Oh, weird. Do you get shoved to the next level, or do you just die if you don't leave?
I don't know the exact specifics of that one, but I do know that also you have to find all your jobs in chests.
What?
As well as the equipment. As well as equipment and skill, like abilities and stuff. Hey.
I picked a bad place to fight these boys. Oh shit! I was out of stamina, huh? Yeah, they're too thick to leave the tree.
I mean, they were probably born inside the tree.
They're gonna die inside the tree. Look how their heads just like bobble all over the place. Also, man, that is they play the little mushroom boys play this like weird little stock sound when they die. But only sometimes, for some reason. I don't know how to describe the noise. It's a stock sound effect I recognize.
It might be I heard they sound like making owl noises.
If an owl can make kind of a high-pitched noise, then yeah. It's not like
yes.
It's not like a hooting. It's this like, yeah. It's
Owls can make many noises.
Maybe it's an owl noise then. I'm not familiar. Man, I just need another like 2,100 souls and I can level up to dexterity 17. And then I only need one more dexterity in order to wield the Black Knight sword.
Also, for some reason, Baby Grinch is now a meme.
What?
Baby Grinch. Remember the live action?
Oh yeah, the live action. Yeah,
where the Baby Grinch lands outside the key party.
Yeah, and then he yeah, and he eats the Santa plate. Plus their tiny fists, they try.
They send babies after me.
I feel like there should be something in here, but there's not. It's just an invisible wall. I guess I can see if I can see if I can wield the Dragon Greatsword. It's probably gonna be two-handed only. There it is. Requires 50 strength, but I have enough strength to wield it two-handed, yeah. Yeah, it's about as chunky. Wow. Oh, okay. I bet that did a lot of damage to its endurance, right? Its durability. Yep, that attack does 50 durability damage. I guess I got fatty roll. Yep.
What weapon you using?
Dragon Greatsword.
Oh yeah.
Holy shit, this thing weighs a lot. It's
Yeah,
less a
you just
greatsword and more just a chunk of material.
And what is a sword but a chunk of material?
Yeah, it's just like, look at this fucking slab. Yeah, it smashes in a straight line, unlike the Dragon Great Axe, which hits everything around you. Let's see what kind of damage this wreaks on crabs. Okay, how do I get down to... I need to get to 39. Yeah, it's not happening easily. Let's see, what do I have that weighs a lot? That's 4.5, the shield is 5, the armor's 11. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just gonna wield this for like a hot minute. Come on, you bastard. Shit. God, this weapon sucks. Okay, it does... Actually, no, it does half as much damage as my halberd. Although my halberd is a +10 halberd. Also inflicts maximum poise damage. God, I cannot get away from this boy. Ah, shit. Well, my bloodstain's really close at least. The axe isn't even sharp. That thing is at least vaguely in the shape of a sword. Yeah, the axe is more of a warhammer. Alright, I'm gonna switch back to my old dependable here. Wherever the fuck it is, there it is. Oh, right, yeah, it gives you bleed resistance. I forgot about that. And curse resistance.
Riverdare's use of real movie titles, but children comics parodies of brand names, i.e. American Excess,
What?
has led me to believe the weird situation where of the movie being called Breakfast at Tiffany's, but the store is called Spiffany's.
What are you referencing here?
This is Dark Future's ongoing thread about Riverdale. Part 40 out of 157.
Okay. Wait, so the show has the movie Breakfast at Tiffany's, but also it has a made-up store called... Oh, I got a purging stone.
No, it's referencing the fact that the brand names are like fake, but the movie, like, they reference like Darnie Darko a bunch and stuff.
Right,
like,
yeah. That's... Huh. Is this a consumable? Yep, Purging Stone. Reduces curse buildup and breaks curse. Oh, cool. Ash-colored stone oh, right, I think I remember this. Ash-colored stone encasing a skull. Secret treasure of Arstor, Earl of Kareem. Reduces curse buildup. Humans are utterly helpless against curses. It can only redirect their influence. There we go. It does not dispel curses, but acts as a surrogate. The stone itself was once some other person or being. Right, that's my favorite thing. You don't cure yourself of the curse, you just give it to somebody else. Whoa. Okay. That guy hit me so hard I did a jumping strike. Oh yeah, that second hit just hits you up in the air, huh?
Also,
wow,
someone in all caps on my timeline. Disney now owns the rights to steamed hams.
Fuck, they do. Have you seen the people putting, like, The Simpsons and Family Guy characters into Kingdom Hearts now? You landed on him, he took 3 damage. Huh. Okay. Also nice, I like that these guys have curse-breaking stuff. I really thought that I could accidentally get stuck in a cycle of just being cursed forever.
And you also have that guy over in the...
Well, you have that, but that costs humanity, which is kind of hard to get.
Just kill rats.
I apparently got one from killing mushroom boys. Yeah, I mean, you can go farm rats for a bit, too.
Also, you know, eventually when you get to DLC, you unlock the Humanity Haven.
Alright, I think I'm gonna go... I don't exactly want to go back up the Great Hollow. I think I'm gonna go somewhere else. Yo, Max, you can jump in the call.
Yeah.
Firelink Shrine, Anor Londo, Chamber of the Princess. Oh, that's the Spider Queen, right? Dark Moon Tomb, Daughter of Chaos, Stone Dragon, Depths,
Yeah, the
Courage. I think
please,
everywhere
she's not
else...
a spider queen, she's just a spider lady.
I could go to
A
the
very
Skeleton
sick
Zone,
spider
right?
lady.
That's one of the other places I could go to.
Skeleton Zone, there are a couple others.
I need to get a blessed weapon before I can do that, though, right? Because the skeletons just keep coming back to life otherwise.
Yeah, there's also, like, there's some places in Anor Londo you can go and explore.
Alright, I'll check that out.
There's, you know...
Oh, right, because I opened up one of the sealed gates, right?
Yeah. There's, you know, there's, of course, the Lava Reef Zone, which is near to the Spider Lady.
Right. Oh yeah, I bet I could farm experience up with these guys.
By the way, Sonic Mania, like, the second half of Lava Reef Zone has, like, a very good guitar cover of that theme.
Cool. Yeah, that was one of the things that kind of surprised me was that the for the most part the what was it? For the most part the songs they used in that pretty much sounded like the Genesis versions of the songs.
Well, like, the first one's, like, a slightly remix. And then, like, Act 2, if it's, like, an act that has, like, not, like, that where the, the theme is the same for both acts, like Green Hill Zone, it'll do a majorly remixed version. Like, I remember, one person said, like, on Twitter or something, you can basically, like, the music is done by, like, a Brazilian team, and you can, like, tell by listening to it.
Cool.
Yo, what up?
Hey, not much. Also, wow, these boys are way better experienced.
He has met the dragon.
Yeah, I cut off the dragon's
dragon,
tail
man.
and got the shitty dragon greatsword.
You can cut off just about every dragon's tail you encounter, so...
Including the dragon I can make a covenant with, and I can still make the covenant.
Look, he's chill. He's an eternal dragon. He doesn't mind.
Yeah, those tails grow back.
Yeah.
Eventually. He lives forever.
Over the geological timescale, yes.
Yeah, exactly. Well, again, he lives forever, so he doesn't mind.
Yeah. He's gonna live
I think
forever.
that,
Light up the sky like a
they
flame.
imply that's basically, last of the Undying Dragons.
So, let's see. So, the things we've done, we've gotten, as of last time,
We got to the bottom of Mushroom Hill Zone.
yeah, you got there, let's see. You have been to the asylum. You fought the asylum demon.
You've
round
met
two.
he's met the lady from the past, future. The lady who was trapped in the first of the lady in the lake that was trapped in the crystal.
And you've made friends with a cat.
Yeah.
Yep. I could have made friends with the dragon, but apparently he can help you turn into a dragon at some point or something.
Yeah, his covenant's real weird. Like, he gives you bits that replace your body with dragon bits.
Yeah, and also like stuff for dragon weapons and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It used to be like pretty cool when there was a glitch relating to the dragon head, but
yeah, I mean, that wasn't like you could shoot out knives.
Yeah, the idea was that if you started breathing, but while doing a turnaround,
right, you get unlimited like
you could swap your weapon. Yeah, you could swap your consumable item, and then whatever you swap to, you'd fire out instead. So you could do that with like fire bombs.
I remember
just,
you
like,
talking
fire
about
bombs
that
as a
now.
projectile.
Yeah, that's cool.
You could crash the game by doing it with the prismatic stones and filling things up to too many particles.
He's heading towards Nerdland.
I think this is a good place to go for a number
that's
of
a good place.
I would suggest this as being the first place priority.
Yeah,
right
because also there's he gets the special crystal thing from there. He meets some special.
How much do you remember the undead parish, undead Berg area?
Not much. That was more than a couple months ago.
Do you remember this guy?
Remember me?
No, I don't actually. Oh, is this the hog?
It's a very large pig.
Except you don't set him on fire this time.
Except there's another problem this time in addition to that. He has no longer an exposed ass.
Oh no, so he's screaming own ass. Wow, okay, yeah, he just blocks everything, huh?
Blunt weapons, fire, things like that are really good, but yeah. No, like, he's completely armored, so things that will, like, glance off of that suck.
Matt, it's time to make some steamed hams.
God.
I'm upset.
I wonder if my great axe will hit him. And if not that, my greater axe. Let's see. I think I have enough to wield this one-handed without fatty roll. Let me see.
There's also the thing that, like, if you really just get tired of it, you can just skirt around him. Who gives a shit?
Yeah. I think he's one of those things, once you kill him, he does not come back again.
I think these ones do.
Who knows?
I'm not sure, though. I know the first one definitely doesn't, but I can't remember these.
Hey, what's up, Robbie? Oh, you got a thing.
Okay, and then
oh wow, that bounces off of him too.
Fucking baby Grinch on my timeline. What have I?
Yeah, again, they're incredibly armored.
Yeah, holy shit.
Don't fuck with pigs.
You gotta use the silver arrows, but you gotta hit him with the sword first, so he gets stunned.
Damn it.
The skull is by far his most armored point, worth noting. So it might still not glance if you hit like his ass area, but you won't be able to do like the backstab right up that crack.
Mm-hmm. Well, I just beat him the first time by setting him on fire.
I mean, yeah, that's how most.
Wow. Okay, that still did not do a whole lot of damage, huh?
But it didn't bounce off.
It didn't bounce off. That's the most I can say about it. All right.
Yodel, pigs are motherfuckers, alright? We don't mess with them. They're scary as shit.
We
will
eat
you
them
alive
because,
and not give a fuck.
They are extremely intelligent, but we still eat them because we know full well they would eat us if they were given the opportunity.
Chance, of course.
No, they do. I mean, oh shit, wow. That attack does
They are.
Yeah, no, they... Wow, no, your attack even bounces off of his ass. All right, so I need a hammer or a club.
Switch to your fireballs. Just see how that works.
Yeah, use fire.
All right, hold on. Let me
try fire.
When all fails, use fire.
That
did not do a whole lot of damage. Apparently, he can't leave. Actually, it does a bit of damage, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, this is a thing about Dark Souls, is you take whatever opportunity works. Like, there's people who are gonna sit for ages plinking away at the Drake's tail with arrows to break it off and make a sword, so, like, whatever. Who gives a shit?
Fun fact, the whole I am error thing is actually supposed to be a joke. It's just the other name got mistranslated because there's error and a guy named Bug, but his name got translated as Bugoo.
Oh, Bug John. But yeah, like, pigs are terrifying. Like, the other thing to think about with boars, right, is the classic thing that boar spears exist. Because whenever you, like, go out hunting a boar, if you hunt them with a spear, once you stab them, they don't give a shit. They'll keep running down that spear until they kill you. That's why they had to put, like, the crossguard on the spear to catch the pig on, so it can't just run down it and murder you by impaling more of its organs.
Hey, Fang Boar Helm. Cool.
Yes, the good drop.
Do you have the
It's not
case?
particularly amazing armor, but it looks so good. Put it on, put it on, put it on, put it on.
Let me do some fashion souls.
Yeah.
Stone Helm, Helm of Favor, Fang Boar Helm. What? Okay.
Yeah! It rules!
That's pretty, yeah, I like that. That's a good helm.
And it's not, like, awful, it's just not amazing, and it
It's
only,
also
like, levels
really
up 5
heavy.
times.
It's also...
It uses Twinkling Titanite. Like, it's definitely not worth it, but whenever you go Fashion Souls, it's so worth it.
I mean, whatever, you can buy Twinkling Titanite here. Do you have the case this fist him to death? I don't think I have the case this.
You can buy it from Andre.
I'm also just waiting for the floor
That's
to
also
drop out here.
Now, but can you have dinner with Andre?
No, but you can't have breakfast at Tiffany's. Be wary of right. Oh, okay,
Why,
there's a
whatever,
bunch
be
of
that
these
way.
boys.
Yeah. Were you expecting a second pig?
Walk up to the pork zone.
Welcome to the pork zone. We got lots of pigs. We got everything you want, especially if what you want is pigs.
Yeah, I could see that being.
I mean,
on a
really,
local
what do you
commercial.
want other than pigs?
In the pork zone. Welcome to the pork zone.
I'm thinking more of a dramatic voice being, in the pork zone.
It's the pork zone is like the fantasy zone from Space Area. Only instead of instead of giant manatees with one eye and legally distinct doms, you got like just pigs.
Don't you dare insult my darling Cestus. I don't care if it's cheap and not very good. Don't badmouth.
I just want to punch somebody.
Plus, very importantly, you can upgrade it into the Dragon Bone Fist. And get yourself
Matt,
a Shoryuken.
Has any of you played Space Area before?
I've
played
seen
it.
and I've played like the knockoff versions in Bayonetta, but not actually Space Harrier.
I played the one that's in Shenmue.
I know it's also in, Space Area is also in Yakuza. Because Yakuza is what Shenmue always wanted to be.
Yeah.
Or at least what people wanted Shenmue to be. Maybe not what Shenmue wanted to be. Who knows what Shenmue wanted to be.
Yeah, it's really impossible to tell what Shenmue wants to be. But yeah, again, like, if you don't want to fight this dude, whatever, you can just run past it. Like, these are easily the hardest to kill, like, enemies in this zone.
Yeah, they also seem very avoidable. As I'm realizing.
They are. You can just fucking run past them. Who gives a shit?
Yeah.
Can I not? Why can I not light this bonfire?
There's enemy nearby. Just like... I guess that is the reason to kill him if you want to light the bonfire, but...
I kinda do.
Yeah, fair.
I got him under half his health now. Like, whatever.
Alright, yeah, just keep at it. Blink at him. If you have any fire bombs, you can use those. You can, like, run around the corner and check.
Yeah. I wonder if my, like, giant spear will take care of him. I'd have to go somewhere and, like, where I'm not getting attacked by pork.
No, I want it to be cold garbage, please, no.
Huh?
Did you know that we
My
get,
baby
like,
says.
the whole thing with pork and pigs and cows and beef and stuff is a thing from the French language?
Yep, because the French were the people who imprisoned the other ones, and so we call the animal beef. We call the animal a cow because we farm it, and the French call it beef because they eat it. One of the few things I actually did know from the history of language.
Look, all I know, like, all my fun language fact is that Japanese buffets are called Vikings because they're named after Vikings.
Nice. There we go. That
Through a really convoluted series of circumstances.
Please explain. Oh, sweet, I got a second Fangboar helm.
So the weird circumstance that made buffets in Japan called Vikings as one of the loan words is that, in, like the 70s area, I think it was.
Oh, cool, these guys don't respawn.
One of the managers from a big hotel chain, the hotel wasn't doing particularly well, and he was out on a business trip over to, I think it was Sweden?
Yeah.
Okay.
And while over there, they had like an all-you-can-eat buffet, a smorgasbord. And he was like, hell yeah, this is great. And so when he went back over, he's like, okay, so we're going to introduce these. And, you know, that was all good and all, and really, they ended up being hugely popular. But the thing that was problematic was that no one in Japan could pronounce smorgasbord. It'd be hard enough. It's hard for some people to say, like, properly. I'm not even saying it properly. Smorgasbord is our American bastardization. Like, it's a weird word to begin with. And then if you had to do it in Japan, smorgasbord, like, you know,
yeah, it's a lot of compound words, which are a lot of
and it comes from a land where J's count as vowels.
So what they ended up doing was just being like, all right, what's something else from those Slavic lands that will make people think of this shit? And it's like Vikings.
Slavic.
Point being, either way. But yeah, like, what's something else from there that people like? Vikings, cool, Vikings. Eat like a Viking. Viking. There you go. Bing, bang, boom.
Read the horror. Oh, there's some boys with magic here, huh?
So where's the
No, O's.
Yeah. Is it this place that has the crystal that lets you access the DLC?
Yes.
Oh yeah, there he is. Yeah, there's
just
the big guy.
right behind you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So to the right.
Yeah, I see him.
To your right.
I mean, yeah,
that
you guys are correct. Scandinavian isn't Slavic. I generally think of that section of the world as that, even if that's incorrect, and that's definitely on me. Like, it's not like I'm being like, oh. It was just shorthand.
Scandinavia is, for the most part, more related to German than the Slavics of Poland and basically anywhere east of Germany is usually Slavic. But most of Scandinavia is like more German. And then, except for Finland, which is weird. Which is somewhat related to Hungary somehow.
Okay.
But not, language-wise, because both Hungary and Hungarian and fucking Finnish are weird and unlike any other language of the area. Like even like Cyrillic stuff, like they're not like that even.
Huh.
Like yeah, they're. Like, they share, like, linguistical ancestors, but they're in no way, like, related to, like, very distantly related to the rest of Europe linguistically.
Okay, so Matt, now you have a choice.
Yeah.
You can either proceed through the Nerd Zone.
Yeah.
And encounter more of the main game, or you can go to the really cool DLC that, like, this is actually pretty okay level to be at for it.
Yeah.
Okay, is that what the Broken Pennant does?
Yeah.
Yes.
Broken Stone Pennant. The vine appears to originate from Ulasil. The powerful magic
Ulasil. Yep.
Can be found in the ancient stone, yet men of this time can neither manipulate nor sense its power, which has a distinct air of both reverence and nostalgia.
Now, you may remember the lady we broke out of the crystal, that she would mention that she was from Ulasil, a time not from here.
Right. Kind of. I remember you said they have something to do with the DLC.
So, actually, I'm going to recommend we go to one of two side zones right now. We either go to the DLC or we go to a place off of Anne Orlando.
I can go to the DLC, sure.
Yeah, okay, yeah, let's go.
You know, though, like, do you think we should go to the Anne Orlando side place first, Charlie?
I mean, is there anything that would, like, doing the DLC sort of change about the side place?
No, but it's shorter and easier than the DLC, and I think that might be worth.
I mean, sure, whatever.
Also,
yeah, they're both really cool, and I think you're gonna like them. So yeah, whenever you want,
make sure
like,
you're human before going to the. I guess make sure you're human before you go to the side place.
Okay, I just want to
Well,
kill.
Does it
His,
matter?
I want to kill his magic boy.
The king only shows up if you're human. He only.
Oh, that dude. Well, you can do it any time. Like, as long as you're human at the time you encounter him, it doesn't matter if you do it before you clear the area.
Also,
Yeah.
I like that little trivia from Yaddle there. S'more is butter, Goss is goose, board is table.
Goose butter table? That's amazing. Or butter goose table, I suppose. I don't know the like linguistic ordering on Swedish words, but that rules.
Listen, there's a reason the Swedish chef, like, doesn't actually say actual Swedish, but he might as well be.
Wow, okay.
So
I
this
cannot
dude
block
casting
that.
spells at you, by the way. Oh, you can. It's just magic, so it'll like do a fuck ton anyway.
Well, I couldn't block his pitchfork.
Oh, you could. You just lowered slightly before.
Okay.
Alright, so you're gonna lead Matt to the Black Velvet planings?
Yeah, we're gonna go for a ride in Stoner Kingdom.
Alright, you look at the screen capture?
So Matt, yeah, one sec. Matt, are you ready for Mario 64?
Hold on. I'm gonna go get my humanity back. I had some liquid
Yeah,
humanity
sure, go
in
grab
To
that.
be fair, that is also now a thing in Mario,
Mario Odyssey.
yeah. There's special warp zones that let you go between areas in the paintings.
Oh, I thought you meant humanity was a mechanic in Mario Odyssey.
Oh yeah, Mario, yeah!
You know, Mario Odyssey, the Dark Souls of Mario, where you fight a dragon and kill it with your ass.
And then you become...
I mean, yeah, that one area does kind of make it the Dark Souls of Mario. Earlier today, I was talking about, earlier this stream, I was talking about how Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild is the Dark Souls of Zeldas.
I mean, if we have to call anything Dark Souls Zeldas, yeah, it would be.
I mean, one could make the argument Twilight Princess just, like...
Tonally, it's somewhat similar, but like a lot of the ways of like passive decay and like kind of separated storytelling and
Oh yeah, I
and,
guess...
like all the mechanics are a lot closer in Breath of the Wild. So.
Yeah. Whereas, you know, like Twilight Princess is more just being, you know, the dreariness of it all.
Dreary and about like darkness, yeah.
Yeah. Whereas, well, whereas, you know, Breath of the Wild is like, oh, this is ancient and this apocalypse has been happening for 100 years.
So you may not remember this, but you've actually encountered one of the dudes with the trident before.
Yeah, he was at wherever he was in the parish.
Before the gargoyles.
Yeah. Yeah, after you fought the giant dude.
Now, of course, he was a weaker one.
Yeah.
Okay.
But he could still cast spells, and so, like, the notable things, if you get up to melee, he'll just swing or stab his trident at you. If you are at distance, he'll try and use magic, but also he has a thing where he can dance around like a moron, which he's doing right now, and it releases, like, these, like, waves of energy that buff up all other enemies hit with it.
By the way, you can also do that dance if you get his weapon.
If you get his weapon by killing him, you can do the Chandler dance, and it's amazing. It's one of the best things in the game.
Those guys work for Thief.
Oh right, I remember this guy. Yeah, I remember this guy being in the sewers.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he was also in the sewer.
Oh yeah, there was a sewer
Did he
one
just
too.
warp
With
out?
rats. He teleported somewhere.
Yeah.
He's still around.
He's like still in the. Oh yeah.
Oh, by the way, this is also
You
the
can just
place
ignore him. Just
area
who cares?
where you can do the Duke skip. I'll explain that more about later, but it's one of the speed tech I know for this game.
Yeah, I don't think we'll do it, but it's an interesting thing to talk about after.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want you to do it because I also want you to see what you have to do if you don't do the Duke skip.
Have you only watched speedruns of this game or what?
No, just the guys who play it are like know that technique and can do it, and like just prefer to avoid doing the thing you have to do if you don't do the Duke skip.
Yeah, the Duke skip's faster and just easier.
Yeah, easier and like.
It's less interesting is the thing, and especially as your first time, you shouldn't do it.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. It's like skipping the.
Yeah, it's called the Duke skip because you're in the Duke's archive.
Right. Yeah. That's what I figured.
All right, so let's go to that bonfire, and we're gonna warp ourselves to Anor Londo.
Yeah.
Okie doke.
Well, we're in another part of Anor Londo, not the Duke's archive.
I mean, technically, this isn't Anor Londo anymore. It's right adjacent.
It's
Like Anne Orlando has like the title name above it that says Anne Orlando.
Why for you not strike weapon?
Anne Orlando metropolitan area, okay?
We're in like St. Jonasburg rather than whatever.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
the metropolitan. The Anne Orlando land area.
It's the Oakland of Anne Orlando, San Francisco.
All right, so you want me to go back to Anne Orlando then?
Yes, please.
Also, why for you not strike weapon? I don't. Robbie, have you ever gone as far as to do what more like?
Okay.
Has anyone ever gone as far as to do what more like?
So you know that big chamber with all the weird dudes that you had to walk in the banisters before?
Yes.
So don't go to the banister part of it. Go to the like main floor of it.
Yeah.
Or wait, you mean back up the stairs?
Oh,
Like-
can he also? Well, I guess.
I forget what point you have to
Can show him
manipulate,
also
like
about where
the height thing too.
what's his face is?
What's his face?
The optional boss here.
So you want me to go back up to the Duke's Archives
No,
then?
he's
and go a
seen that
different
spot.
way?
He just has to. No, not Duke's Archives. It's so the area in here, the Duke's Archives does not connect to the rest of Anne Orlando.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering, because I'm just like, oh, there's a gallery with a bunch of dudes in it, and I'm trying to think about what other gallery with a bunch of dudes in it there was. There was that one I just passed through.
In
That's-
Or are you
Anne
talking about?
Orlando
Are you talking about
proper,
the painting guardians?
Yes, that spot.
Okay,
That's where we're going.
I have to
Yeah.
pull some levers again to get back there.
That's fine.
I could also,
once
I could run up that, but I don't want to.
Once
You're looking
again,
to get to the main floor of it, not the.
Once again,
So
one
up-
of the best mods for this game is the one that replaces all the paintings in Anne Orlando with black velvet paintings of fucking like the Ultimate Warrior and stuff.
Amazing.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't know what height. I don't remember what height you needed at. Trial and error will do it. But you're just looking to be on the main floor, not the part with scaffolding. You're not looking for the scaffolding and rafters.
Also,
You're looking for
are
the
you
actual
even-
like? You can do that once inside. Again, it doesn't
Yeah.
matter what order you do it.
What am I doing?
Yeah, I guess I guess if there's a bonfire inside, yeah, you can be human in there.
See, you're up too high. You're at the rafter part.
Okay. Oh, I need to go down then. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just casually running out of there with a fucking knife sticking out of my shoulder. Who gives a shit?
Nope, sorry about that, the Space Marine says. He just turns around. Have a good day for the Emperor.
And a pleasant tomorrow. I gotta go all the way down the bottom. Or no, wait, hold on. There's an extra exit on the lower stairs.
On the
aren't there?
bottom, yeah. I'm just not, again, I'm not certain at what level you need to be at for it. I just know that you need
There we
that.
go, I
It's
think
like
that's
that
the
you
one.
can access from here.
Oh yeah, because this is where I find Iron Tarkus's stuff, right?
Yes, it is.
Because
There's something
despite all of his combat abilities, the thing he could not survive was a fall.
So, yeah, go ahead and just kill your way up to the
Okay, I figured
rack
out
over there.
what
Hi.
asshole dude was talking about. The guy who won Trending Gamer apparently confessed to cheating on his wife in a game of Player Unknown's Battleground stream.
Huh.
What a place to do it.
Lot of
Yeah,
lot of weird confessions coming out recently. You see the one from fucking Morgan Spurlock?
I have no idea who that is.
He's the
so,
guy who
you know.
did Super Size Me. If you remember that movie.
Okay. I've
yeah.
heard of it. Yeah.
Kind
Yeah.
of.
He got kind of he ended up having a TV show where basically every episode was him doing a different version of a different 1 month challenge, like spending a month in
I
prison
heard
and
that
whatever.
Super Size Me is also somewhat disingenuous.
Yeah,
that-
there was a fitness instructor who did the Super Size Me challenge and worked out. So there's some stuff about it.
And
that's wrong.
he was vegan and didn't disclose that fact before.
He did say that he was vegan and only ate organic food and then like went into eating nothing but fast food for a month.
Yeah. And not even they had salads there.
So now that you're at the end, just go like after you kill this guy, just go up right to the end of that carpet, right in the middle, and just look upon art. We're gonna admire art this session.
Yeah.
Be wary of sorrow.
Time to look at Mario's ass, everyone.
A good piece of art. Walk right up to it. We need
Yeah.
to inspect this art.
Yeah.
I'm gonna jump in the painting.
Yeah, jump in the painting.
What are you talking about?
We're
having a good art admiration cutscene, Matt.
Oh man, I can almost touch the pixels.
Whoop!
Alright, I fucked up!
Also, I like that stock horror stinger that plays when you get sucked in.
Yep.
Alright, so, welcome to your new home for a little bit.
Welcome to
your new home. You're gonna be here a while.
I genuinely mean new home, because you cannot leave until you finish it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Don't worry, you're plenty leveled for the time here. Like, this is...
Despair ahead. Yeah, because I was one-shotting the painting guardians. I'm guessing this is a thing you're supposed to do when you, like, enter.
I mean, you could. Generally, people do it, like, just after, Ornstein and Smo, but you could do it a little bit before.
Okay. Oh, hey, there's a bonfire.
Or you can do it later because you don't know it's here. So yeah, I guess make yourself
the big thing about it is that this is one of the, like, more hidden optional areas in the game.
Well, I
you know?
will note there is a warp place. But can you not warp out?
It won't let you.
Oh, interesting.
Are you human?
I'm not human.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is not the section. At some point, there is, like, the idea here is that at some point there is a cool invader. NPC
Yeah, invader. Yeah, that you can get cool stuff from.
Okay.
Probably my favorite NPC invader.
Let me see. Do I have okay, so I need 2 human. Okay, you boys are just getting on my nerves.
Well, you got a liquid humanity in you, it seems.
I got a liquid humanity, but I can become human, right? I'm not trying to kindle a bonfire.
Yeah. Become as human.
I mean, if you want to kindle it, you can spend more, but yeah.
It's already kindled. It gave me 10. It gave me.
Become as gods.
It got me. Well, actually, I don't think it got me the 10 S's. I just walked in here with 10 S's.
Yeah.
So, what's your game of the year, Max?
Yeah, I mean, it probably, like, is Nier Automata. Nier Automata is incredible.
What is your game of the year, and why is it Windjammers?
My top 2 games of the year are intensely, severely, Nier Automata and Pyre. Both games are incredible and have made me feel very deep things.
Or...
Oh, yeah, I played both.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know Max wanted to do an LP of Pyre, just trying to...
Yeah, Pyre's good. That's like good baseball. Basketball.
Yeah, it's like, I'd say closest to rugby, maybe? I don't know.
Oh, that's
it's good sport.
Yeah, it's a sport ball. But, like, does a lot of things really unique and different than anything else that I've ever encountered. So you may have noticed that guy was spewing purple, by the way.
Yeah. Is that toxic? I thought he was gonna explode, honestly.
You would be correct, it's toxic. He technically does explode, it's just very, very close, so don't rub up on him when you kill him.
The taste of a poison paradise.
Because if you rub up on him when you kill him, you could get the toxic.
Toxic was a good song in the oddies, and it still is.
Anyway, among other things about this zone, is just it has a really different feel than the rest of Dark Souls, other than, you know, still dilapidated and dark.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's painting.
Yeah, it's really kind of eerily lovely, and I appreciate it.
Remember the painting section, of Oblivion? Where you have to fight the trolls inside the painting, and you have to use turpentine? It's probably one of the more
spray them with turpentine to kill them?
Well, you know, you gotta put turpentine on your sword, and then hit them with the sword encrusted with turpentine.
Whoa, okay.
That's off to you.
Okay, surprise rat.
So these rats also give toxic?
Yeah.
Is that toxic? Okay.
It's toxic. These are toxic rats, not poison rats.
Going off games I've played this year that have come out this year,
Oh, sweet. Sweet.
I guess it's gonna be between games that came out this year and I've also played this year. I can think of 2 really off the top of my head. Sonic Mania and Breath of the Wild, and I played both of those very recently.
I want to play Breath of the Wild, I just don't have a Switch yet, and I don't want to get the Wii U version.
Yeah, I just got a Switch in the Wii U for Christmas, so I've been playing.
Nice.
I'm
remember
still
seeing-
on the dad plateau.
I also haven't played Sonic Mania, but I want to. I've seen really good things about it, and like it seems pretty good. Other than like, some of the bosses are still a bit of missteps, but you know, some Sonic and bosses. It's
I only really had problem with one boss, and that was Metal Sonic. I did not mind Octopus Boss. I can understand why people would hate him, but I thought he was at least he's hard, but he's at least like doesn't waste your time.
Toxic isn't quite as bad
It's
as it
worth
used to be.
reiterating. Yeah, Toxic is not instant murder. It's just like a
Well,
constant down.
it sucked a lot more when I was in like Blight Town because I didn't have as much health.
Yeah, that is correct. But yeah, it's just a constant downtick of health that you're going to constantly need to heal through. Whereas like Poison's kind of just a thing that you just kind of let sit there, and it's like, yeah, whatever.
Well, that's what
Poison still hurts a lot, but it's not something that you like needs immediate attention.
Well,
whereas Toxic, like, oh fuck, I need to keep taking care of this.
I mean, you might have some moss also on you.
I think I need a spotted purple moss clump or something. Right?
Blooming purple moss clump.
Yeah, the one with some flowers growing on it.
Let me see.
But yeah, I am intending to do a Pyre LP because I love that game a lot and it's really feasible. Nier Automata I won't do an LP for, but like I recommend it so much to everyone. If you can tolerate like games that are incredibly depressing, I'd say play it. It's great.
Also, if you don't have an AMD card, play it.
It's one of the lesser depressing Yoko Taro games.
This is true. This is very true. I would actually say, like, I think as much as I really love Nier Automata and think it's a much better game, I think the story is just slightly more interesting in original Nier because original Nier is so fucking good.
Yeah.
But original Nier gameplay sucks, while Nier Automata's gameplay is kick ass. So.
As long as we can get from there to here.
I remember when Nier Automata was first getting big, and there was also like a trailer conversation about David Cage's Detroit. So there was this really good shit post on Twitter that was the David Cage. Can a robot ever truly become a person? And then it has Yoko Taro. Can a person become a person?
I really thought the other part of that was... that's the thing. I don't know a lot about Nier Automata, except there's a lot of shit posts of people just posting what is it?
Become as gods?
No. It was... the shit post was this, like, label for Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep by Philip K. Dick, but it just abbreviates it to Do Androids Dream of Dick. And then they just wrote Nier Automata 2017.
I mean, a big part of that game is about gender and stuff.
I wouldn't say like it's definitely a not irrelevant part of it, and it's notable, but I wouldn't like call it as big of a part as just like the exploration of what makes humans human.
Yeah,
it's a sub theme of what makes humans human. So it is relevant and important, but I don't think it's like a primary focus.
What robots should care about, parts of humanity they should care about to be more human.
Sure, yeah, it's kind of like kind of like the Talos principle.
I haven't played that either.
It's sort of a Midland puzzle game that has a lot of interesting story. We have an LP of it on our YouTube channel.
Oh, who watches those hacks?
In its entirety, with commentary by Zach and Sam, and also later James. And also, I played the game ahead of time so that I knew how to solve all the puzzles, so you can just watch them get solved.
Oh yeah, you don't like wander around for a while looking for a wheel.
Oh, hello.
That thing is very fightable, by the way. Like, it looks terrifying, but it's very reasonable to kill.
What, did he find a dragon or something?
Yeah, he found a big boy.
Oh yeah. I think there's also one of those in the Valley of the Drakes too.
You are correct. I'm just gonna go ahead and save you some grief and tell you how the dragon works. When you approach, it makes a horrible retching motion and then vomits. The vomit will travel out from its current location. That's its main form of attack. If you linger next to it, it can actually swipe you.
Okay, so kind of like Gaping
Dragon.
Dragon.
Never happens. You kind of just run up to it, hit it, and then run away again. That's how you fight it.
Yeah, and there's one of those in the Valley of the Drakes.
Welcome, my favorite enemies in the area, the harpy.
Oh, okay. That's a harpy, sure.
Yeah, in the same way that they have mimics, these are harpies. They are the second toughest enemy in the area.
Oh, nice.
Third most dangerous. Not counting the boss, obviously.
That just reminds me of the, thinking of tough birds, I'm thinking of the Tango and Neo. And how they, much like the fucking Tengu in mythology, are really tough and know lots of martial arts and will wreck your day.
Tornado hole!
I think I might actually go back to the bonfire. I almost have enough to get the Black Knight sword.
Oh, yeah, feel free. Like, remember, you can't leave.
Yeah, I know. I just want to, but I have the Black Knight sword in my inventory.
You can
and
check
I can
it out anytime.
Oh, and do you have the upgrading box?
Yeah. Well,
I see.
I've got like.
Oh, you're meaning to wield it. Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah. To have it. To hold it.
Yeah. Right now it's just.
I could also probably put Twinkling Titanite on it. I collected a bunch of that.
Well, you need to go to a smith for that, I think.
Only if you want to ascend it. It's basic.
Yeah.
I think
and you can't ascend it. Anything with Twinkling Titanite can't ascend.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's unique, so it is at peak performance. You might not like it.
You can crack some hard souls if you're.
Yeah.
Okay, I was just gonna kill some.
You got any pocket souls?
I think I got some pocket. I picked up a bunch of souls.
Nope.
But
yeah, like, given like half a minute, I would like. Well, I'm not. Given any amount of time, I would just rant forever about Nier Automata or Automata. I really don't know how it's specifically supposed to be said, but it's incredibly good. It's incredibly good. It's fun. It's got a really unique pacing. It's really impactful. I've heard multiple people that I know don't like cry at things that have cried at Nier Automata.
No, and also it saved platinum.
Yeah, I did, but that's less on specifically it being good, which it is good, and it's very important, and I'm glad that it did so well, but it's more about Microsoft being a fuck and canceling Scalebound.
Yeah, Scalebound going, like...
Oh, man, we have... Oh, there's... Hey, thanks for the bits, Tic-Tac-Toe.
Yeah.
Oh, he's already gone.
And then Pyre stands out both because I like it a lot, but also because it is one of the most unique games I've ever had the pleasure of playing. It does a lot of things that you would expect in other games, but then puts a new spin on them. And the most important one that is incredibly relevant to me is that it is the only choice-based game that I've ever seen where all of your choices, there are a couple like meaningless ones that are just like tiny in the moment, but any choice that has even any importance is not invalidated. It respects all of your choices.
Speaking of respecting all of your choices, sometime I want a chance to play through. I've been keeping myself mostly spoiled free from that game, but play through what's the game with the butterfly effect thing for the PS4 or PS3?
Oh, Until Dawn?
Yeah, Until Dawn.
Until Dawn is really good, and don't let anyone tell you otherwise, but I will say it doesn't respect your choices, like, super much. It does a decent amount of it, but...
It does more than It does what you expect a David Cage game would.
Yes, it is a correctly executed David Cage game, and
yeah,
it's incredible. It's good. It's quite a good game, and I like it a lot. But like, yeah,
I don't have enough.
Why I like Pyres, it transcends the idea of these choice-based games, and I really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Let me pop some hard.
But yeah, like Until Dawn's great. Like that's not an insult against Until Dawn. I also like the fact
that like you know, if someone dies, like it shows you, oh, it is this specific thing here you fucked up in, which caused this. Like, oh, you fucking, like, I remember just seeing the one where, like, I think it was from, like, one of Abby's Giant Bomb stream, a horror game stream, where, like, you know, the character slips on a log and falls into the river for a bit, but doesn't seem to affect much. And then later, like, you find someone dead and you didn't come up in time because you fucking slipped on a log. You could have saved them. You had all the clues.
God damn it. But that said, like, Until Dawn, another thing that's really genius about it is that by adding such a large cast and then making, like, most of them, like, insufferable teenagers in a slasher movie, means that you don't care if they die. It's okay.
I mean, it is also the one.
Like, you may invest in them, but like, even if they die, it doesn't feel wrong, is the thing, right? Like, in David Cage games, like, either death won't happen ever, or like, it feels like, oh, that was bullshit.
Oh, death of the player is failure of the game designer.
Let's see. And Until Dawn also is what gave us the phrase "shaped like a friend."
I don't know that phrase. That's a
It's
good phrase,
from one of the descriptions of the characters in Wikipedia describes them as shaped like a friend. And
if I ever
good,
that's
just
shapes, though.
what?
My favorite shape thing is dog-shaped robot buddy.
What? Okay.
Dog-shaped robot buddy. Do you not know this?
No.
Yeah,
what's that
that's
from?
what in the survey for Metal Gear Rising they described Blade Wolf as a dog-shaped robot buddy.
Nice. Also, I realized I need to
Which
change
is a
my
good description
comments.
of her. Blade Wolf used female pronouns, right?
No, I don't think so.
I
I'll
forget.
double check, but I'm pretty sure like they refer to him as a boy constantly.
I remember Blade Wolf being girl.
Who's sending me messages?
Yeah, it's a he. He's
Alright.
he identifies as male. Like at one point, like I think he brings up the idea that he doesn't actually have a specific gender, but then just decides to go by he.
Yeah.
For convenience. Man, Blade Wolf's cool though.
Oh, there we go. Nice.
It's a shame that Blade Wolf had the week or the 2 DLCs though. Yo, do you not know Blade Wolf? Have you seen anything in Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance? It kicks ass. It's the best.
I own it. I should play it. But...
Yeah, you should.
Oh, holy shit! How have you not played that game? Rules.
Yeah.
No, because I have a lot of games.
Matt! Like, I understand, and I respect that, and I can't fault you for not consuming media. On the other hand, you own it, so I'm gonna fault you for not consuming media that you own.
I own a lot of things.
Okay, you can play through the entirety of that game in like 5 hours.
Alright, I'll play it.
Well, I mean, you also want to listen to all the Kodak conversations, because the Kodak conversations are pretty good in that game.
Sure.
I recommend it a lot. It's a really good game. It's basically an action movie Metal Gear game. That's
yeah, no, I've
incredibly
seen people play it.
And
like...
it manages to do, like, fucking a Metal Gear plotline, like, it still managed to be very Metal Gear.
Yeah, it's more over the top than your usual Metal Gear 1, but, like, it still feels like Metal Gear.
I know, like, still, like, you say over the top, you know, and yeah, sure, Raiden does a bunch of insane shit. But remember, the game before this involves a man fake hypnotizing himself to be possessed by his ghost arm, which he was actually possessed about in a...
But this one involves like the I don't want to give spoilers. Damn it. Okay, I would counteract your point, but I want Matt to be surprised.
I know. I mean, I know who the main villain is also.
Well, but there's also the circumstances around the main villain, including his plot and the circumstances of how you fight him and all of it. Like, there's so much.
Yeah. The final
I'm not saying,
act...
like, don't get me wrong. Metal Gear Solid 4 is fucking ridiculous and amazing and terrible, and I hate it and I love it. And it's really over the top. This is a different sort of over the top, and I'd say a bit more so in the total scale, but like not extremely so.
Try fire against poison balloons. Alright, I'll try that.
Yeah, they're weak to it. Most enemies here are weak to fire.
I keep forgetting
Yeah,
I keep forgetting I have pyromancy.
Yeah, it's all the oils in this paint. They just light up.
Your paint
Remember,
is a highly
you can
flammable
shoot...
fabric, and then doused in kerosene for some reason.
Also, among the many reasons to play Revengeance is that the guy who wrote the music for it did this incredibly good, like, grunge rock.
Yeah. Like, I will always maintain that Metal Gear Rising is the game that Sonic Shadow the Hedgehog should have had.
Holy shit, you're right, though?
Because it's all about being a badass and like an anti-hero and swords and going fast. Importantly, going fast and also slowing down time.
but to the point that like the songs that are in it are good enough that the guy got nominated for a Grammy.
Nice.
Also, like all the songs like have lyrics, but the lyrics only kick in on the boss fights, like the mid or quarter way point.
Yeah, they do a thing that other Metal Gear games do to a degree, which is dynamic music, which is they have multiple layers of music that all have the same.
These guys.
Yep. They all have music that is on different layers, basically playing simultaneously. And so, but each one's silenced except the current one you're on, and then whenever you do something, it'll crossfade into the other song.
Right, yeah, I like that. That's cool.
So, regular Metal Gear games normally just did that for like, between like stealth and alert and caution, and they'd swap between those, and they would come in at the same times. But it was interesting and good. This one does it in that there's like a lighter version of the song, then there's a version with more guitars, then a version with vocals, with more guitars.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I like that.
By the way, want to know another neat Metal Gear fact I found out about, Max?
What's that?
Okay, so you know there's the 3DS version of Metal Gear Solid 3, right?
I have it, yeah.
Did you know that if you once Big Boss loses one of his eyes, in first-person mode, the 3D will effect on the top screen will proceed to not work.
I did know about this. I did know about that, and it rules.
Yeah,
cool.
like that is like.
Also, I did not know there was a DS version of Metal Gear Solid 3.
It's 3DS.
3DS.
Came with like a special second analog stick that you could attach to the 3DS.
The special Circle Pad Pro.
Did it? Because like the version I have doesn't let me use my second analog stick.
I thought that was like the main thing, like why it had a second analog stick.
No, I think the second analog stick got released later. Metal Gear Solid 3DS got released pretty early on in the cycle.
Yeah.
And I think they added it later to go along with Monster Hunter games and Smash Brothers.
Well, there was the nub they added on the new 3DS.
Yeah. There's the nub, but there was the nub is just like an integrated version of the thing.
Yeah.
Isn't that the Circle Pad? Whatever.
No, there's the Circle Pad, which is the main controller.
Yeah, there's
there's this other weird nubbin off to the side you can add on. Also,
I'm still getting used to the weird how the Switch's controls are laid out. Especially for Zelda, it's weird. Like, it takes getting used to. I'll take it. Because, one is above the buttons and one is below the buttons.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah.
Because the Joy-Cons are reversed for some
the Wii
reason.
the Wii U also did that, too.
Yeah, I didn't notice it as much on the Wii U. Maybe because it's, like, a bigger, like, pad or something. Or maybe because I didn't, you usually don't, like, in this Zelda, you have to use, like, the button things to switch your weapons and stuff. Where you rarely have to use like the D-pad. Like it's either you're using the D-pad or you're using the stick, but you never usually have to like worry about both. Also now now that PS3 is announced, all other Bayonetta's coming to the Switch.
Yep. Nintendo
Bayonetta
was willing
kind of earning her spot in Smash by being like.
I mean, she already had because the Bayonetta 2 was initially, at least, and I think still, but was initially a Wii U exclusive.
Wii U exclusive, and yeah, I think.
Isn't it still?
Well,
yeah,
no,
I think it was.
It's coming to the.
It might come to PC eventually. I'm not sure if it already
also coming to the Switch too. I think.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
So moving from Wii U exclusive to Nintendo exclusive.
I don't know if it's gonna come to PC. I know Bayonetta 1 did come to PC, and I want it because Bayonetta's good.
Well, wasn't Bayonetta 1 on like PS2 though?
It was on. It was
on
PS3. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. It was on a
PS3 and Xbox.
It was on a PlayStation.
Remember, the last
360.
like the last done by the like the actual like Devil May Cry
Yeah.
that's not DMC was on the 360 and PS3.
Yep. Hidekamiya, I think is his name, is the guy who makes Bayonetta and the original Devil May Cry. He didn't make all of them, but he made like some of them.
Yeah,
he also made the Wonderful 101, which rules. Everyone should play that game.
Yeah, Wonderful 101. Also, he like was behind Beautiful Joe.
Yeah, this dude's super fightable. Like, it doesn't look like it, but like you notice that like the place, if you just watch where the poison goes, just like don't stand there. Like as soon as he starts vomiting, just like walk up to him, smack him twice in the schnoz, and then walk out. about it.
Well, careful now. We're against this sort of thing. You might want to run away.
Yeah.
They also have surprisingly not a lot of health. It
Well, I
does
mean,
hurt
there's
really hard if
zombie
he does hit you in melee. But,
Zombie dragon!
but yeah, I mean, yeah, he's falling apart.
Oh.
What do you mean?
So it says, so you said you can tell where he's about to attack, and there's 3 paths, but it seems like there's only one you can actually take to get to him.
Oh, I think he hit his leg.
Yeah, hit the leggy.
Leg's so hot, hot leg. Leg's so hot.
Oh yeah, he's sniping.
Okay. Oh, you can't block that, huh?
I think it's coming because it's coming from behind your shield. Worth noting, you don't have to hit the torso. You could also hit like the head where it hung down.
Yeah, but to hit the head, I have to be in front of the vomit. I don't know what I don't know what the vomit does.
Again, the vomit has windows. It just does damage and builds up poison at the end. Like.
Oh, not even toxic.
Nope. I'm pretty sure it might be toxic, but I think it's poison.
Oh, okay. These boys have some stagger, huh? I was just gonna run past them, but they apparently know.
Also, now you'll need to come back here unless you want to fight the special guy here.
The boys don't have a ton of stagger. The boys
shit,
just,
right, yeah, I died.
You got hit by 2, and it drains your poise. Because poise is essentially like a weird pseudo stamina bar that's invisible.
Yeah, I just figured I had a lot more poise than that.
Equip Havel's armor and you will.
Also, they also have platinum games on fucking Steam. They're the slidey one.
Oh, Vanquish? I knew.
Yeah, Vanquish. I had that on the I think Xbox. I'm eventually playing on like pawning off my Xbox, so I want that on Steam now too.
Man, I wish I had a working 360. I have so many 360 games.
You interested in buying a 360?
Not for very much. I don't have a lot of money.
How much? Like, I'll go 100.
I'm not sure. I'll think about it.
I'll throw in
definitely
Vanquish on the 360 and Lost Planet.
I know that Lost Planet's not great.
Okay.
It was okay.
Oh, I hated its like weird freeze mechanics. But yeah, no, I have just like a fucking huge library of 360 games, but my 360 breaks.
It was an okay game, and then for some reason it turns into Zone of Enders at the end.
I feel like this is not
Like for no reason, like like suddenly, oh, this is exact controls of how Zone of Enders goes.
Oh, okay, wait, I can jump there.
Once you get the fucking special chip, the thing to make your mech better. My biggest disappointment though is like the insect monster things never really, like there's never really a big conclusion with them. It was mostly just, oh, the corporation's planning on terraforming and killing everyone on the surface. Oh no, by the way, these monster things are still here.
Alright, so now question for you. What is the worst game you ever played on 360?
I have to check all my 360 games.
I have mine's a tie. My tie is between 2 Human and X-Blades.
Isn't 2 Human actually a really rare game now? Because Silicon Knights got sued and was required to destroy all copies of it.
Oh, was it? Wow.
Yeah, because they sued Rare because they sued not
Epic,
Rare.
no, it's like I think Epic because they were using Unreal Engine.
Yeah, and they blamed the failure of the game on the Unreal Engine, and so then Epic countersued them for not actually having the license to use the Unreal Engine.
Yeah,
that's hilarious.
And then they won because they found like it's okay. Some parts of a game engine are going to be similar, but they also found like they had the same comments in the code.
That's fucking hilarious.
And so Silicon Knights was sued for enough money that they ended up going defunct, and they had to destroy all copies of 2 Human.
Yeah, 2 Human also just sucked. It was awful. It was like a miserable pile of a game. The concept was okay, but that's about it.
I think my
What's
worst
the
game might
concept
be.
even? Fuck, goddamn it!
I think it was like Viking cyborgs.
It was
it's
Vikings,
literally
except-
Norse mythology, except all the things relating to like supernatural powers were technology.
And
Yeah.
also, wasn't it like I remember also hearing something like we can get that later. I remember also hearing that like, don't you play as Thor? Except Thor's really
No.
like, or is it?
You play as Balder.
Okay, I just remember from the hearing the review that you play the hero who is like kind of the whiny one.
I mean, true. Balder is a demigod, so like that, not everyone's respecting him because you're more human than the rest of them is the idea.
You're too human.
Yeah,
in
weird,
fact.
huh? And so like Thor is an asshole to you all the time. He's like, oh, look at this whiny human baby.
To be fair,
No,
Thor
no, I'm
was
not.
kind of an asshole jock.
I mean, sure, but like, yeah, Balder's a dweeb.
This gate's pretty cool.
The gameplay didn't feel good. It was bad. The thing that was most miserable though is the game was hard. Firstly, right? Like unreasonably so. Like just arbitrarily at times. Also, like regular mooks were nothing, and then like big enemies were like unkillable.
Yeah.
But the thing that made it miserable was that every time you died, it would give you like this minute-long pseudo cutscene, like in-engine, in-room cutscene of a Valkyrie coming down and like picking you up and then floating off into space. And then as soon as it did that, you just respawn at an earlier checkpoint. And like, so there's literally no penalty to death other than you're forced to watch this fucking like minute-long thing of a Valkyrie picking you up all the time. And guess what? You're gonna die a fucking lot. The game sucked. It felt so bad. Just being like, every time you die, it's like,
Yeah, imagine in Dark Souls that instead of just the like you died screen,
Yeah.
or I think the annoying, or like in Zelda the game over screen, or the annoying version, you have been released from your mortal coil.
I really thought you were saying the
Neo,
special game over screen in the Noid.
Yeah, no, too. Yeah, I keep saying
Electric
Noi.
Boogaloo,
It's supposed to be pronounced Neo, but I just see that word and think, oh yeah, Noi. Okay. Also, my answer might be, and like I'll have to check all the 360 games I have. The original The Darkness.
Was that a
the
launch
darkness,
title?
though.
I mean, it was okay.
Yeah, it's got some janky shit to it, but like the things I really,
I'm mostly basing off of how like the ending just kind of happened.
that's fair. Okay.
Like you
The general like idea of playing as like the thing that goes bump in the dark that people are fucking scared of felt really good though.
yeah, it was okay.
Apparently that was
like
based on a series of comics too.
yeah. It was based on like these old like fucking like the same I think comic line that Witchblade was based off of.
I really liked also like the really pretty healthy relationship the main character was in.
It was.
Yeah, fair was. But yeah, it wasn't like amazing or anything. I just enjoyed it.
Also, thanks for the bits, Sam. I will take them even with your insult.
I did also like the fact that
Wait, is the dragon dead?
that Jackie was the Proto Reaper. That instead of him.
Why is the dragon
like,
not here?
What?
It is. It's all the way over there.
Instead of
Once you wake it up, it climbs towards you.
yeah. What it like Jackie is
Worth-
yeah.
worth-
As
It's worth
probably
noting
the
like this is
person
a really good spot to kite it.
as probably who's the person who inspired Reaper from Overwatch. Instead of reloading any pistol, he just dropped the pistol and picked up a new pistol from his trench coat.
Wow, the camera really does
And
not
they're
like me
always
being
like
here.
sometimes noticeably different pistols.
I mean,
Like
this is an
he,
enemy you don't really have to lock on to.
he will just like drop like throw away like a semi-automatic and like pull out a revolver from his trench coat.
Whoa, Matt, you have fucking camera.
What?
The camera got real fucky, huh?
Oh yeah, that's what I was saying. Are you still watching the stream instead of the screen share?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm reading chat at the same time.
well, just don't like
Pop out
just
chat.
pop out the chat.
It also looks nicer.
It's alright. Listen, we all have to make sacrifices.
I don't have to.
I guess another like probably bad like objectively, but I still liked it even though it's Condemned Criminal Origins.
Condemned
Yeah,
was
I
good until the
remember that
last
one.
chapter.
Yeah, his last chapter was real bad. Before that, like, there were a few issues it had, but it wasn't bad.
Yeah, and then the last chapter is more like, oh, these fucking ninja guys coming out everywhere.
Yeah, the guys with the fucking sabbat sticks or whatever. I remember my favorite part was one of those dudes fucking came out and tried to be a badass, and then I just like pulled out my Uzi and just shot him to death.
My favorite part of the game was the part where you were going through like the department store and the mannequins just would follow you every now and again.
Yeah, because it was like the mannequin killer thing.
Yeah, that thing ruled.
Because I need more Estus.
Let's see though. What was the other one I said of bad games? It was
Too Human.
Too Human. What was the second one? God, I'm having trouble remembering. It was real bad though.
Let me just go on.
100% the best 360 game I've played though, and I miss it a lot. It's the #1 reason why I'd want one again. Is Viva Pinata Trouble in Paradise.
I have the first Viva Pinata.
First Viva Pinata is real good, and Trouble in Paradise just did more and made it better, and that's it. Like
And
it's just Viva Pinata, but more so.
And then it became a party game, and then Rare didn't make games for a while, for the longest time, and then now they're making a game where you eat a banana.
What is this Rare banana game?
The pirate game.
Banana Prince?
No. Remember when Griffin ate that banana?
Right,
Oh.
stuff the entire banana. Don't peel it, just stuff it all in.
Yeah, like that's how the animation works for the game. And like, wow, during E3, like Griffin's like in like a bunch of the Polygon guys are doing like an interview, and he just takes a banana and tries to eat it that way.
Yeah, I remember he's described it as like trying to eat a basketball. And then people also linked him the video of the guy eating the pineapple.
Oh, Fallout 3 for the 360.
Not bad. I'm not like super into Fallout 3, but definitely a legit game. Like it's just not something I have a lot of passion for, but it's not like it's bad. Halo 3 is quite good.
I had that, yeah.
It still really holds up and is probably my favorite Halo.
Yeah, and it had like a nice conclusion to this.
Yeah, and I'm really upset they didn't take it.
Yeah. Like that's just
Halo
like,
4 sucked. Halo 4 was bad.
like just fucking like leave.
Oh,
I mean,
really?
I guess Halo Reach was at least I've heard good.
Sure, but Halo Reach was a prequel, so that's
Yeah.
fine.
And you know, if you want to make another Halo game, hey, make it about another thing.
Right, exactly. Because, like,
I mean, that's
the
what you
ending
do
of
with
Halo
the
3 was perfect, because it was just, like, this dude whose purpose was fucking done, just, like, sitting down with the woman of his dreams who he, like, fought so hard to get back, and they're just gonna slowly see the end together, and it's like, all JK, no, they're fine.
And, like, you know, in Halo 5, they also had, like, a different guy other than Master Chief you could play as. You know, also in Halo 2!
Oh yeah, you can play as the Arbiter.
Yeah, like, most of that game was you were not Master Chief, you were the fucking, you were Arbiter.
Yeah, the Arbiter. The Arbiter's cool.
It-
He's player 2 in Halo 3, so.
Yeah.
He was also player 2 in Halo 2. Or no, wait, no, there was just a second. There was just a second master. There was a second one of whichever guy was there. It kind of made sense for another Spartan, but I didn't understand why there was another Arbiter.
Oh, that's an elite buddy.
Yeah,
another
I don't think they were an Arbiter. I think
elite
they were
that,
just
that
another
was
elite.
cursed.
Yeah. And in Halo 3, there you had there was up to 4-player co-op, and the other two were like two different elites that had their own like a little backstory blurb about them.
Right, yeah, they had like their buddy cop thing going.
Nice.
Yeah.
I
guess though,
But yeah,
the thing about Halo 3 is it didn't have like much in the way of a good climactic like boss battles.
I mean,
That's
Halo.
fair, but,
so the thing is,
Halo's never been amazing at boss battles, right?
Also,
They've been
Yeah,
Bungie-
good.
I guess this
never-
was the game that was like, hey, there's no, like, here's the closest to a boss battle. Here's some, fucking, what are those names of those guys who are the
Brutes.
worms?
Oh no, wait.
Yep.
Oh, it's a different one.
No, you're
The
thinking of
brutes, the
Hunters.
brutes were the. Oh,
Hunters
yeah.
are kick-ass. I love Hunters.
Yeah, the brutes were the gorilla
Yeah, I
guys
think-
with the super sledges.
Yeah, they're the main, basically, they replaced their elites in
goddamn.
Halo 3.
Yeah, once the
Yeah.
elites defected.
Yeah, because
I would
they,
suggest not use the R2 stab, because that's the thing putting you right next to them.
No, it's also the thing that shoves them a million feet away. The R1 stab gets me closer. The R1 stab gets me closer to them, and also does not push them away.
Fair. Also worth noting, you don't have to kill the dragon right now. Like, it's just treasures behind it.
I also need to get my bloodstain back.
Fair, but it's just treasures behind it. You can just like do whatever.
I remember hearing one thing about Reach that like they added like a bunch of little like callbacks to Halo 1, like the pistol having a scope, like a zoom function, and like the elites would like to do like these combat roles they did in Halo 1.
Yep, set close to Halo 1, so they reference it a lot, which is.
I mean,
really
it's set right like up until right before Halo 1 because
yeah.
Breach is like where the
breaches. Yeah, the destruction of Reach is that's where the fall of Reach, which is the Halo prequel novel, ends.
Yeah, Reach I have not played personally, but from everything I've seen and heard, it's just legit and good. Halo was a thing that people really love to hate on, but Halo was good.
Yeah.
Now Halo 4 and 5 are not. But and Halo Wars is dumb as hell. But everything else Halo is pretty good.
Yeah.
I did like kind of an interesting thing what they do with the new one, like, oh, here's this guy that the fucking Covenant banished, and now he's got this. Now that the Covenant's mostly gone, he's building this fucking army, and we got to go deal with it.
That's fair, but like on the other hand, like they're still just like kind of out-dragging things that already mostly resolved. They also didn't have a lot of their design team to like make the gameplay as polished.
Yeah, because Bungie's now doing fucking
Destiny. Yeah,
Destiny.
Yeah, because now Halo's by 343 Studios.
Yeah.
That's one of the things was back before Halo, Bungie basically got the money to make their next game by selling off their previous game. Which is why there was always one more sequel to every single franchise they made. That really did not feel in line with the other thing. I'm gonna get toxic probably. Yep, because that dude got stuck in a corner.
Halo. What's the particular thing I was going to say about Halo? Damn it, I had it, but I lost it immediately.
And I think it wasn't after Halo 3 that Bungie sold Halo off to 343.
I think it was after Reach. Reach was the final one.
Which makes sense why 4 and 5 are not good.
Yeah, it was like a different team pick.
Well, by a special Microsoft team that just made Halo.
Yeah. I actually, speaking of like in the Halo family, I had the original Gears of War on like the EA.
OG Gears of War is legit. I have not played the other ones in the series, so I'm not criticizing them when I say that. I just haven't played them. But OG Gears of War is pretty good, except for like the one like jump between lit up areas mechanic that sucks, but everything else is good.
Yeah, and like I was only like there for like a hot minute.
2 missions, but yeah, other than that.
Yeah. I never beat it. I just got to I think I got to the part where you're underground and look at all that juice.
The final boss also was not very good.
Well, yeah, it's just this big guy who you hit with, like, get bats to, like, has bats, and you get bats to attack him or something, and you're on a train.
Weaving back and forth between him, yeah, it feels weird. Speaking of that sort of game, though, you know what game is good as hell is Bulletstorm.
Yeah. I need
Bulletstorm rules.
I only got, like, halfway through that. I got to the point where, like, the guy like, the evil general guy pushes the lady off the edge of off the building.
God, he's so, like, laughably evil. That game is just, like, so over the top of being a stereotype, but then committing so much harder.
Okay, so there's this term that the freelance astronauts use called shoot the pig, where something gets even, like, proceeds to get more implausible but more awesome as it goes on.
So what are they referencing with the name shoot the pig?
The part in what's the one with the prawns?
Prawns?
The aliens in South Africa.
Resistance. Resistance? Yeah, Resistance to Fall of Man, I think.
No, it was a movie.
Oh no, I know what you're talking about. District 9?
Oh,
District 9, yeah.
That's a good movie.
And there's a scene, like, they've seen their references in the scene where, like...
Right.
Where
the bad guys are, like...
picks up a pig with a gravity gun and shoots someone with it.
I think I vaguely remember that. That's the part just before he gets in, like, the battle suit or whatever.
I think it's, like, when he has the battle, like... And then, like, I consider that scene where, like, things just start getting silly, but like it's cool because it's awesome.
Yeah,
It's
he shoots the crazy alien guns that just make people explode.
So here's the thing, Bulletstorm is entirely that.
I would say, in particularly though, the part where you control the T-Rex.
Yeah, that part fucking rules.
That's the part where it stops.
Where you control a Mechagodzilla, yeah, the rules.
I think that's the part where you have to kind of stop taking it seriously at all.
Yeah, to be fair, yes, but also before that, I think the game is hurt by ever trying to take it seriously is the thing, right? Like, it's just trying to be a stereotype, but then more so.
It's okay, like it's kind of goofy, but you know, like a little goofy, but when you control the fucking T-Rex and the protagonist starts singing about it.
That's definitely when it's being funnier, but I think the entire thing should never specifically be taken seriously.
And I guess that's the point where, okay, this is what type of game this is, like really sinks in.
It's like if Duke Nukem wasn't bad.
And what they added Duke Nukem into that game. In the
they did. So, point being, even the Duke Nukem people realized, damn, this is what we were trying to do.
Well, it's also weird, I think one of the things that was also said was, they really tried to, with the newer Duke Nukem games, they really tried to play up Duke Nukem a lot. It's like, Duke Nukem wasn't, people didn't like Duke Nukem for Duke, he was funny, but, they liked it because it was actually a pretty decent, shooter for the time.
I mean, and also it was a Duke Nukem had the problem. It was built on architecture that was
Duke Nukem Forever, yeah, Duke Nukem Forever was built on a lot of outmoded fucking shit.
Yeah.
Also, though, it was really grossly sexist in addition to a lot of other things.
Yeah, that was
even more than you'd expect of Duke Nukem.
Yeah, it was sexist even for Duke Nukem. Is an important thing that can be said about that game.
But the most important thing to know about Bulletstorm is your main character is basically if you took Spike Spiegel and then
voice actor,
including the voice actor, and then made him a drunk muscle-bound idiot.
Okay. Sure.
No, it's more like if you took Mal from Firefly and made him a muscle-bound idiot. And drunk.
Fair. But then have him look vaguely Spike Spiegel-esque and have the voice and have
Seems more like Wolverine, who's also the voice.
Okay, I'll accept that. Point being, yeah, it rules.
He's like the sniper from Dawn of War 2.
If Bullets, oh god, fucking Cyrus, I love that boy. But yeah, if Bulletstorm had real co-op, not just an alternate mode that was not very good, I would instantly make sure you played that with me, Matt. But it's just a good game. It's just a good game that's playable. Unfortunately, it has one of those endings that makes it seem like it's gonna get a sequel, and then it just never did.
Yeah.
Because it came out at a really bad time for a game like it to come out.
Thoughts and prayers.
Also, your main buddy through the game is a cyborg who's slowly getting more robot.
And he's just an angry cyborg as your straight man.
God, that kind of reminds me of, what is it, Binary Domain, mildly. I own that game, too. I have not played it.
I gotta play that game, too. I own it, too.
Big Bo?
I gotta see what Big Bo's deal is.
He's just Big Bo.
Can't leave without my buddy Superfly.
Can't leave without my best friend Superfly.
What the fuck even was Daikatana?
It was John Romero's D&D campaign that he decided to make into a shooter.
No, it wasn't. It was just parts of it. Remember, I told you the story of John Romero's D&D campaign.
Right, yeah, which is also where we got Quake and Doom.
Quake, yeah, Doom.
I'd like to make a solemn promise to you right now, right?
Technically, it was John Carmack's campaign. Romero was just a player in it.
Okay, Matt.
What's up?
If we ever get a Patreon again or anything of the sort, one of the tiers as a punishment tier will be that we two will co-op Daikatana.
Oh fuck. Okay.
Okay?
Can you get it even
Do you agree?
working on modern computers?
They have it on Steam.
Oh,
Okay, can you do networking?
Yes, it can. It's shit, and it's hard, but you can do it.
I was about to say, like, why do they have that? But then I remembered, like, one of the best-selling stupid games on Steam is Bad Rats.
Ah, Bad Rat, the classic.
it's-
Though, to be
it's-
fair, that's like the thing you send to people you don't like, or the thing you send as a joke thing.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
gadget.
because it's somewhere between $1 and 20 cents, depending on
Yeah,
the day.
I thought you would get Bad Rat.
Yeah, they made enough money that they made a second one that was worse.
I wouldn't play that because real meme money is real money.
Anyway, so yeah, if that ever happens, we're definitely setting that up and playing Daikatana. It actually allows for up to 3 players if Charlie wants to.
Sure, fucking, if you buy it for me, I'm not
Hell
paying.
yeah, okay. Well, yeah, if we have the patron money at that point, it'll pay for it.
Yeah, or drip. We might be at drip. Or you.
Well,
somehow
Patreon did, like, avoid
Yeah, it
doing their
undid it,
stupid
probably.
thing.
Yeah, but you know, it also lost.
Yeah,
a
yeah.
bunch.
If they continue being a fuck, then
Yeah, I
But-
can see what Coffee's up to. Coffee's like more of a donation service, I think. than
Yeah, Coffee's more like straight up donation. You can do Patreon stuff with if you want to. And then Kickstarter, the company that does Kickstarter is doing drip, which is
Yeah, I remember that. I remember seeing that from them because I have multiple Kickstarter accounts at this point.
yeah.
But yeah, the player 1 plays as the main character. Then you have Coltrane, and then you have the
You have
Asian
Superfly
lady
Johnson?
named-
No, Coltrane is
Oh, yeah,
from,
Coltrane's from the wrong one. Yeah, Superfly.
yeah,
Coltrane is
Coltrane
from,
was awesome.
Yeah, Coltrane kicks ass still, but no, yeah, he's like Superfly but good.
The Coltrane runs on whole grain, baby!
Yeah, like he's just this jock who like decided to fight the aliens.
So I would like to point out that the majority of guns in Daikatana you can kill yourself with. And I'm not joking when I say the majority.
Also, how much do you like the color green?
I've watched I've watched multiple plays of Daikatana. I think it was run at the last AGDQ.
Yeah.
I feel bad for those people. Daikatana is also a lot more sufferable though when playing it multiplayer, because when you die, the level does not restart.
Also, you don't have to wait for your buddy well, you do.
You do, but your buddy Superfly is
Now, what we need to do, though, is get emulators and network play on the emulators for N64 and play the N64 version of Daikatana.
and then we can follow it up with the GBC version of Daikatana. I did it! You did it, guy!
Yep, good job, you did it.
And we play the GBA version of Dead to Rights.
Try
You know what the
pincer
blood
attack.
shield
What?
does?
Oh, is there another? What is this?
Hey,
Hi. What are you?
I heard you like dragons.
So just I can't talk to this dragon. Can I? I don't get a prompt to talk to the dragon.
Try hit again.
Huh?
Just poke it.
Right.
Poke the dragon.
Yeah, just give it a
I did. Should I
wake
hit
it up.
When does he wake up and fucking own me?
I forgot if this one actually could or not. That's why I told you to do it.
I'm not. Nothing's happening.
Yeah, it just might not. I know there's like a limit to the end here. That just might be its block off of being like, yeah, there's no more thing after you.
Oh, is this just the other half of the zombie dragon?
Oh, that's it. Yeah, that's the
It's
other half.
So
It pulled out of it.
He could.
like,
So he
yeah,
could.
it's
He could
spelled out.
scream at he own ass. He got class. He got sass. He scream at own ass.
Oh, so he got humanity. He can become human again.
Yeah, I picked it up somewhere.
He attack his ass protect.
But more importantly, he named Shrek.
Now I'm just remembering that one guy who gets ripped in half by zombies in Day of the Dead.
Man, speaking of zombies, I've been playing
Yep.
Dead Rising 3 lately.
How's that?
And
Yeah.
Dead Rising 3 has lost a lot of the things that I really liked about Dead Rising, but made it a lot more casual.
Need rear. Oh, this is probably a boss, huh?
It's a lot less stylish and fun, but like it's still like it's entertaining to play because Dead Rising as a game series has always been a master of one thing above all else, which is the idea of just the, hey, but there's a lot of zombies though.
Yeah.
And that's always been the thing. Like you go up to an area and it's like, yep, that's like hundreds of zombies in a crowd that I have to go through. And they're not like individually, they're incredibly not dangerous. You just pick up a thing and whack them on the noggin like twice and they're done.
Get humanity back, your humanity back.
Yeah, I noticed praise the sun here, so I'm guessing I can get Solaire. I was just trying to. I was trying to find a way to open this. I was trying to find a way to open this door.
This is not the boss.
All right.
This is the second.
Oh yeah, but there was somebody saying that I should get humanity before I go to the courtyard. I'm just gonna traverse the white light so I can. Go
upstairs and be like go back and become human. It's not that big walk.
You're gonna have to fight all those things again.
I'm gonna have to fight all the. I'm gonna fight all the big purple boys. I think
there might be like a. Yeah, it doesn't matter what order. Like the invader will show up whenever you're here with him, right? Like.
So where's this contraption I can use to unlock that door? After you get to the courtyard. Oh wait, I also hear something that sounds vaguely like a fire. Oh, it's not that kind of fire. What in the what? Hi.
What? So this is a reference to Demon Souls, actually. The first boss in Demon Souls was a boss called Legion. And it was entirely composed out of slimes. And slimes in that game, instead of being like the weird blobs that fall from ceilings, were blobs that had a shield embedded into them, so they were blocked from one direction, and then they had spears embedded in them, and they'd walk up to you and just like extend all their spears at once. Now these are definitely a lot more like zombie-like than those were. Mm-hmm. But they're slow creeping, they're vulnerable to fire. If you can actually hit him.
What you need to do is bribe the guy who's like guarding like the pass that like leads around them, and like then the other guys guarding will go away because there's a bunch of you, and you encircle them, but they make a heroic last stand.
Nice 300 reference there.
I was referencing to the historic Thermopylae, okay? I'm sorry, I was referencing actual history that actually happened.
God, he's not a plebeian.
Okay, I need to get away from this guy.
Yeah, I've not really backed into this area before, which definitely works as a choke point for both sides, which is interesting.
Okay, apparently I cannot throw fireballs through that door.
Yeah, this door is fire retardant, I guess.
This empty air. Apparently it's just a place where things get stuck.
It might be due to how the game engine's coded for like the idea of there technically being a fog gate or something.
Okay, wait, I gotta think for this. Where is it? Why do I have so many weapons?
That's a good question.
Hello? Hello? Hello?
What are you looking for?
Have I passed it? Yeah, I ran right past it.
That works, I guess.
Kind of.
If there's only one or two, by the way, you can just like circle around them. They turn real slow.
Yeah, I figured.
Also,
let me pull out a different weapon here.
On topic of zombies, I also, Max, I don't think you're here, but I managed to complete a run through of Death Road Canada.
Nice.
The last area is pretty good.
I don't think I've quite gotten there.
It's pretty good. Because instead of a siege, you have to, like, run to the border of Canada. If you have a car, you crash it and blow up some zombies.
Wow, why is that guy's animation so janky?
Oh, the Jacob's Ladder of Dark Souls.
You know, for the longest time, I thought Jacob's Ladder was a David Lynch film.
Oh great, I got a spear.
I only know of Jacob's Ladder. I haven't seen it. I probably should.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I've
It's
read,
real.
like,
It's
It
real
looks
weird.
good.
yeah. It's the basis of one of the also of like a lot of Silent Hills. In fact, one of the endings.
This is one of my favorite areas in Dark Souls. This particular section.
Treasure ahead. Ooh, there's a treasure over there.
So there's area inside the walls, there's area outside the walls, and there's area like in some tunnels below here.
Hey, humanity. Nice. It's almost like they
Outside
want
the
you to use
walls
it.
is where the invader would show up if you were human.
Mm-hmm. Oh, can I open the big door? Is there a big door?
Hey, stop
I'm pretty sure,
backseating.
I'm pretty sure the way you open the huge door in the main thing is through activating a lever in one of the areas in here.
I figured, yeah. It said it was locked by some contraption. Ooh, there's... Yeah, sure, let's go down the dark, scary hole.
It's a well, please.
Gotta play the troll toll to get into that scary hole. To get into your Dark Soul.
Oh! You
Yes, my boys!
oh, you get to meet a fucking.
The good boys! They're here!
I didn't know they were here too.
Yep, this is one of the 2 areas they show up, and they're incredible.
What the fuck?
Meet the Bone Wheel Skeleton, the best enemy in Dark Souls. They run for a bit and then jump and roll at you with spiked wheels.
These fucking Castlevania-ass enemies.
They have incredibly low health, but if they just get to sit and grind on you, you just die. It's amazing. It's really good when you just come down here and you're like, oh, this is a nice hole, and then all of a sudden just...
I just expect you, once you kill them, their bullet soul will come out of you and come into you and fucking... And now your Soma can shoot wheels at people.
No, you definitely have one of the R button blue souls, so you can turn into one yourself.
Become skeleton.
So there's more down in that hole.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure this thing wasn't coming after me. Ooh, fire surge. I don't know what that is.
It's like a flamethrower.
Oh, cool.
Fire.
I generally fireball is actually pretty good, so I prefer it over fire surge. But
Fire.
people have different preferences when it comes to pyromancy. So among the very good things about a bone wheel skeleton is that when you kill them, God, I love blocking them too. When you kill them, they have a chance at dropping their bone wheel.
Nice. Gimme. Oh,
It's pretty low though.
yeah. Annex key.
But yeah, if you have low poise, they just will fucking roll into you and never stop, and it's the worst.
They
They'll
will
just
yeah,
instantly
they'll
blow
just
up.
roll your day, yeah. Good thing I have very high
Somebody
poise.
once told me the skeleton's gonna roll me.
I mean, let's face it, skeleton wheels are the share zone enemy in Dark Souls.
Ah, there we go.
I mean, yeah.
Maybe not the most shared zone boss, but definitely the most shared zone enemy.
Wait, where did this just took me someplace I've already been.
Yeah, this whole area is confusing. Just wander about until you find a new spot.
Be wary of lying in ambush. Ah! Oh shit, there's a
Love these
second one.
girls. The fucking best enemies in Dark Souls. I love them.
Consider my bones rattled.
Oh, these are oh god, my good boys. Look at them go.
Oh shit, I died.
Yeah,
I told you,
don't
they're
let 'em get
motherfuckers.
behind you.
I don't know where they're coming from. They're all in the dark.
Yeah,
They're such motherfuckers, and I love them.
God, I gotta get my bloodstream back now. I had
these are
72,000 souls
kind
in there.
of. Now you know why these are kind of the most infamous enemies of Dark Souls.
I know. Well, I know
they're
now.
cool.
Yeah, I'd never heard
They're
of them
dangerous,
before.
they're hilarious, they fucking rule, they're just great. Anyway, you can just mostly run there, you don't have to fight the Legion.
Well, I gotta go through all this shit again. Although I can probably just walk past most of these guys,
Yeah.
honestly.
Yeah,
Here's where you learn
really, the
how-
majority of this area, a big part of knowing about Dark Souls is just whatever, I can just go.
Yeah.
okay. That was lucky. They were leading their shots ineffectively.
Oh, and by the way, another new thing they added in Death Road to Danda, they add new songs.
Oh,
nice.
sweet. Is it more chiptune surf rock?
But I mean, like, you know, not all of it was surf rock to begin with. Like, I mean, there was, like, the, you know, there was, like, I mean, I don't know what you call the song labeled, Frankenstein Goes to Jamaica.
Is that the one where you don't have a car?
Yeah, that's the song that plays when you don't have a car.
That's honestly my least favorite song in the soundtrack.
Yeah, it's pretty weak, but not in a bad way. It's just kind of like it's supposed to be something that you're not happy to hear.
Yeah. Unlike the...
It fits the game, it's just not fun to listen to. Like,
yeah, because it signifies bad thing happening.
Yeah.
I like it.
I think the walls stay undone, so be on the lookout
yeah, I
for
just
that.
gotta look out for...
See, I love this, right? Like, this is the thing that Bone Wheel Skeletons do. They make, like, the terror of turning around a corner. It's just like, oh, God. Is a bus gonna come at 40 miles an hour and run me over?
Yeah, I hope a wheel made of skeletons doesn't come out of nowhere and own me.
Please, see, the wheel is made out of wood.
I love getting owned.
It is just the skeleton is inside of it. Has become one with the wheel.
Oh, man. I love these idiots so much. This is the best thing to watch these boys again. It's a pleasure every time. These terror-inducing weirdos.
I think it was here where one of the guys who does a lot of like Dark Souls stuff, like videos of dressing up like enemies, like they did the dressing up Bone Wheel cosplay, where they dressed up as like they wore like a leotard and then just put two dual-wield Bone Wheel shields stuff.
And like the other thing that's hilarious about sorry to interrupt. I just want to point out the other thing that's hilarious about this shit is that like if they just go past you, you're not safer because now they're safe away from your blade and they'll just roll back at you again.
Yeah, they're in a place that's very dark and made entirely of straight lines.
Oh yeah, it's made specifically for them and it's great. They're the best enemies. I love them.
Oh, cool.
You
and they
lucked
also
out.
cool, and they also automatically block you apparently.
No, I think that was a wall.
Oh, maybe.
That's the wall up there, brother.
You might want to heal the full, to be honest.
Yeah, they're kind of fuckers.
Yeah, because that one, if he didn't unstick from you, he would have one-shot you in that roll. It would have happened. They're not fucking around. That's another... I really appreciate them, because they're enemies that are dangerous, but you can plan around them, and, like, if you actually get up to them, they're really easy to kill. So it's all about how you play around them rather than,
you must
like...
respect the Bone Wheel.
Exactly.
Bone Wheel
they're not just... They're not just, like, a trifle, but they're also not something that's like, wow, this sucks, I can't beat this at all. It's just like, this motherfucker!
Yeah, they're just sort of a gotcha.
They're like Wrath
They're just
of
sort of
God.
a yeah.
Yeah. It's like respecting the board wipe in Magic.
Bone skeletons are kind of like lore.
Yes, they are. Is there any lore to the bone skeleton? Or are they just?
Oh man, the skeleton that just really liked a wheel.
Like, I assume they're...
You just decided you wanted to bone down with a wheel.
Of some type.
So you might have noticed in there was like the big pillar that had a lever on it. That's what you need to activate for the door, I'm pretty
That's
sure.
That's what I figured. I was just too busy getting owned by skeletons.
No, that's fair. Which, like, by the way, one of my favorite sentences in the English language is that.
I like the Scottish version, owned by Scullums.
Spooked by the skellies.
I think in Scottish Wikipedia they're specifically called Skellums. Which is sco.wikipedia.
I also love their animation for like the little jog they do until they get closer and then they just flip and go into the roll.
I also like how occasionally their ragdoll just causes them to explode.
Oh
No.
yeah, no, it's great. They're so good, all of them. Like they're my favorite enemy by far.
So how do you think Nito is proud of these guys?
Oh, incredibly so. They're his favorite children.
Where was that? There was a
Other
I
pillar.
think
Next
I'm
to
on
the
the.
soul.
I think I'm at the wrong column.
Oh, go pick up that soul.
Yeah. Won't drop. It's shiny.
Yeah, whatever it is.
Soul of Proud Knight.
Okay, never mind. I thought it might have been a dead bone wheel. I was really excited for him.
No, I'm watching the bone wheels.
I love that. This is the perfect arena because it's open. So, you don't have to worry about.
Again, it's
but
open
dark
and it's open and it's dark. Yeah, you
So-
don't.
Yeah.
There are only 2 places in the game where bone wheels show up, which is here and one of the places in the undead share zone.
Yeah.
You say undead share zone?
Share zone.
Love
Yeah, I think I went to the other side. There was a lever.
Oh, it might.
There was a
Yeah,
wheel I
forget if there
passed.
actually is lever in here.
I know
Well, you
because I
killed
remember.
one.
I remember seeing it when I was getting destroyed by skeletons.
Hang in there, skeleton.
And you don't.
Is hang in there, skeleton, this game or different game? Different Dark Souls.
It's okay. Here we go.
That's 2, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
I opened
because I think that
something.
comes from like there's a trap, thing that leads over lava with a skeleton clinging to the end of it.
Oh no,
Hang
this
in
is
there.
something else. I just turned a statue.
No, I think this is the correct thing.
Is it gonna shoot a laser beam? Nope.
No, it
Yeah,
just faces the
that's-
door.
That was the thing. I was gonna. Yeah, that's the thing. I was gonna get that crank and open that door, and then I fucking died because skeletons.
Yeah,
got
not a
me.
problem. So yeah, go to that other entrance, the one that had the torch past it that went like down some stairs.
Yeah, I was gonna go there.
I
and
forgot
just-
what is there. Just wanted to remind you so you didn't miss it since it's a side area.
Yeah. Here we go.
What, did this game have Hooray Skeleton or?
No, this game didn't really have a lot of room to like do
Oh, there's a
multiple
ladder.
things together.
Yeah.
Like that was really introducing.
I
Dark
guess it
Souls
was
2.
like only.
This game was mostly try jumping and amazing chest ahead.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember what there was one other really good something ahead, and I think it was like Despair or something, Tears Ahead or something like that. Oh, there's a
I think it was
Legion.
Tears Ahead.
There's a Legions again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Legion.
So let's see, we go up to the ramparts.
It's just more stuff you're finding at this point because like you have the exit. So
Oh, do I have the exit?
yeah, the door opened when the
Oh,
statue turned
I
around.
meant from the.
Yeah, you open the exit and also the boss of this area. You know.
Going the wrong way.
So yeah, you need to go the Legion way.
Shit.
Also, you can go like through a breach in the wall and end up outside where there's more items, as well as if you were human, there'd be a
It'd be a
invader.
fight, yeah.
my favorite invader. He's real good.
Yeah. Real good and also a reference.
Ow, my butt.
I have a cosplay build of them. It's real good.
Hey, yeah, what?
Oh, that depth of field.
Worth noting though, don't feel a need to act like I'm genuinely mean this. There are enemies through this door, but like don't feel a need to go back to the bonfire before going here per se.
Yeah.
You'll get a chance to come back if you need to, but like the boss is something that you don't need to be specifically worried about in that aspect.
Yeah,
Okay.
the boss.
I just don't want you to have to retrack because of this.
Yeah.
Like this is entirely for viewing audience and saving you time rather than
Yeah. For our audience's pleasure.
Hi.
Fucking just this one skeleton archer.
I'm gonna get him.
It's just a hallway of annoying archers.
And some,
They're
and
not even
some,
dangerous. They're just
and-
annoying.
and
Oh,
dude's just
fucking-
kind of hanging out.
Oh fuck, she's over here! Everyone get the fuck over here!
Everyone, get in here!
What up, Black Knight? That looks like a black. Oh, that's a bigger boy.
It's one of the bigger dudes like that they had by Sun's Fortress and the one.
Yeah.
I forgot that.
Oh
he
yeah,
was here,
right.
but,
You can actually, you can parry these guys and shit.
I mean, I wouldn't go for it, but you can.
Well, the one at Sense Fortress was really easy to parry because he had a fuck off giant mace.
Yeah, I entirely forgot about this dude. He's actually semi-dangerous.
Yeah, he's kind of being a butt. I'm just gonna leave.
By the way, I think my favorite part of the song, Frankenstein Goes to Jamaica is the name.
Unfair.
That is a good name.
This is a powerful name.
Come on. Come on.
I wonder if you can backstab these dudes.
Oh, there we go. He got a much faster attack there. Fuck. I didn't know he was gonna do a backswing. I was expecting to do the big attack. Oh, it's easy enough to get back here.
Yep.
And I got the thing already.
You can run to it again.
He keeps sending me. He keeps going on my phone. And by my phone, I mean my Discord.
It's boys. Boys blowing up your phone's phone.
God, I can't believe
Have you seen that video where they just took Oblivion and replaced literally every noise with the Tim Allen run?
It happens.
Literally every noise, like footsteps creaking, door open.
God.
I remember seeing the Doom thing where they replace everything with Tim Allen and all the sound effects with the grunt.
The only one of those I remember
It's
was
awful.
somebody made a Left 4 Dead 2 mod where every texture was replaced with Sheldon from Big Bang Theory, and every sound effect was Bazinga.
There was a Left 4 Dead 2 mod that just let you play all the survivors, except instead of them as them, they're raptors.
Nice.
I remember there's one where you could, at least one mod you can play as Solera in Left 4 Dead 2.
Yo guys, we should play Left 4 Dead 2. That's a good game.
Yeah.
I never got to play the multiplayer of it.
I played it a few times. I remember that was the first time I actually talked to Ross Payton. He was playing Left 4 Dead 2 and I invited him to my game.
Getting like stacks of 8 players just seems real fun. And playing that game properly that way, but I've never had like 8 people to get in a room together like that.
And then, you know, if you don't want to do the whole one of the whole campaigns, you can do like the start the generator sub game, where it's like 8 on 8, and like you take turns trying to fill generators, and whoever fills the generator the most wins.
Okay, I haven't played much of the competitive stuff. I remember I played that with some randos, and I remember that was one of my first experiences with very angry people online.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I really like competitive games, but like I like them low key. I don't actually like the people who get into those normally, you know.
Although one of the things
it's my person like MOBAs, but everyone in MOBAs is a fuck.
Yeah, that was one of the things that was kind of like... I remember one of the things that was the weird counterpoint to that was that in Left 4 Dead 2, the angry guy, also, when I told him I was new, he actually started giving me advice.
I mean, that happens sometimes, but that doesn't mitigate, like, toxicity completely.
Oh, yeah, for sure. It was just a thing I was not expecting. I just thought he was going to just keep calling me an asshole because I didn't know what I was doing. Fuck. And you dead.
Alright, cool.
Oh, I got his shit. Nice.
So, yeah, but before going through the door, like, check off the left and right. I think there might be things. Not this. No, go back to the end of the bridge. I mean, like, before you go through the door up coming up.
What is my plan here? I don't know. I don't even know what this boss is.
I'll explain it when you get here.
Yeah, don't worry. Yeah.
Don't worry. Like, I've got you covered.
Yeah.
Yeah,
don't worry.
That's 100% drop rate on large. Oh, okay. That explains why.
There's a reason. There's a reason you have. Okay, there's no left or right. I was just making sure there wasn't. Okay, we're good.
Sorry.
Just
Yeah.
go in.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
All right.
So this is one of the most interesting things in Dark Souls for me. Go ahead. Don't. Also, don't just attack.
Who art thou? One of us thou art not. If thou hast misstepped into this world, plunge
So you
down
remember
from
you
the
when you
height
found that
of
doll?
high home. If thou
Mhm.
seekest I, thine desire
Yeah, read
shall
the
be.
text again after you finish talking to her.
Yeah.
Is that a key item? It's a key item, right?
He had him.
Yeah. Yeah, because
kill your
that is
doll.
what.
There was once an abomination who held no place in this world. She clutched this doll tightly and was eventually drawn in the cold and lonely painted world. Okay.
Meet the owner of the doll.
Do you remember the movie Get Out? Do that.
So, okay, so here's your choices, basically. She is an entirely optional boss fight. Entirely optional, and she's really chill and cool. But, if you do kill her and are a horrible, horrible monster, she has, like, 2 really good items you can get off of her.
I've already
Yeah.
got a lot of pretty good items.
That's totally fair. And,
Yeah,
like,
that's the entire point. Are you willing to kill an innocent person in your quest for power?
Gotcha.
her items are really neat, but they're mainly PvP neat.
Yeah.
And the boss fight's actually really cool, but, like, again, like...
There was a similar thing. You had to fight this boss, but in Demon Souls, there's this lady.
Yeah, Estrella, that's such a weird and horrible fight. It's really cool, but, like, man, you feel like a terrible person.
If you
This
attack
is
her, those
entirely
souls
at
are
your
gone.
willing to be a terrible person, though.
Yeah.
Oh, so if she kills you, you leave here.
No.
Thou must return it whence thou came. This
Yeah,
land
no,
There-
you're
there's a way-
thinking of a
there's a
different
way to
Souls
leave
game.
behind her.
Mountain's kind, but thou
If she
dost
kills
not
you,
know
you just have to
where
continue
thou
fighting
art.
her, and you're actually trapped until you kill her then.
Plunge down
Right.
from the plank and hurry home.
So can I come back
But yeah,
here
you
later?
just... Oh yeah, you can go back to the world.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, just unlock and go through the area behind her. You mentioned plunge off the plank.
Yeah.
Oh, there's just a cutscene. Okay.
So yeah, that's the half
So
dragon.
that was the
lady.
painted world of Arameus.
Yeah, and that's the half dragon lady who lives there.
Cool.
By the way, one of the things you get off her is she has a tail cut because she has
Yep,
a tail,
she is half dragon.
All right.
and like you can use that to make one of the I think best katanas in the game.
Oh, they played the random they played the random stinger as you
I don't
jumped
think so.
off.
The best thing with her is you can use her soul and make the Life Hunt Scythe, which is a really cool looking weapon to begin with, but when you're in it's notable for PvP because every swing of it gives you a little bit of bleed, but has some of the highest bleed on opponents. And bleed goes through block. So
Yeah.
like it's
Oh,
you don't want to fuck
That's
with
why
it.
that's
Like,
why what's that one set? The Kane set or something? Carl?
It is also an
What's that guy's
appropriately evil looking weapon for what you have to do to get it.
What is the name of that? What's that one dude's name who just invades you? Who's got all the thorn armor?
Oh, Kirk.
Kirk.
Kirk, yeah. I remembered it was a very normal sounding name that started with a K.
So yeah, now that you've left, you can just like warp to there whenever you feel like it.
Yeah.
Like it's a regular area now.
Yeah.
And the other thing is that just as one other thought, do you want to know the idea of boss fighting her? Since you
Sure,
might
yeah,
not do
because
it.
I'm not gonna do it, yeah.
So the idea is that once you do it, she just gets kind of sad about like having to kill you now.
Mm-hmm.
But basically, a blizzard fills through the screen, and then fades away, and the arena gets covered in snow, and she fucking turns invisible, and you can only track her by her footsteps in the snow.
Oh, that's cool. I imagine
It's
from
really
her side,
neat.
she also has just a massive fucking AoE attack.
She has really huge reach, and she has that scythe, which also does bleed. So, like, yeah, she'll fuck your day.
So she's literally the Death Scythe Gundam.
I mean, basically, yeah.
All right, that's where I got all these throwing knives from.
Anyway, they gave you a homeward bone. You can feel free to use it, or you can fight your way out. Either way.
Yeah, these guys aren't that hard.
Yeah. Oh, yeah,
And
that's
so,
one of the-
yeah,
That's one
Oh,
of
sorry,
the
go.
coolest parts of Dark Souls.
yeah. The best thing about this is that unless you have people helping you or you've looked it up, there's people who have definitely never seen this. You know?
Yeah, no, that's one of the things. Yeah, no, that was the thing that Adam Conover was on a recent episode of Waypoint Radio, And that was the thing that you discussed about Dark Souls was like a lot of the stuff in the game is intentionally hidden so that you have to work with other people to find it.
Yeah, I think that's like...
In this weird way, it's like it's about building, like playing Dark Souls in general, like playing it and like doing okay at it, kind of requires that you like work with other people. Like your own individual skill is involved, but like the game is intentionally kind of like cryptic so that you have to work together.
Yeah, I know this. I think one of the inspirations for that is I heard a story about like one of the main developers is that he was really into fantasy. Given that he made Dark Souls, he is a big fantasy buff, and there's like a lot of references to other fantasy stuff in these games. But he didn't want like a lot of the fantasy stuff was in English, and he didn't know how to read English well, so he'd have to ask other people how like stories went and stuff.
Oh, interesting.
So, that's the communion, and also, the fact that you don't most get a lot of the plot from just items you pick up. So,
right.
and you just know, like, the gist of what's going on, but, like...
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you go.
No, I was just gonna say, like, it's just like, yeah, there's some overt plot given to you, but it's like, you really don't get the whole picture, and for a reason.
So a big part of why I love the Painted World, in addition to it just being this kind of enchanting, melancholy separation, is that it's this really standout thing that has a good form of exclusionary content, and then has the additional idea of it's just really densely packed with rewards for going there. There's just cool stuff, and it's very small and compact, and just feels good to be there. There's definitely a lot more treasures for some time for you to warp back, especially beyond the wall where you'd find the encounter.
Right. It was the first world made for Dark Souls?
Yeah, I heard the lady there, what's her name again?
Priscilla.
Yeah, I heard
Priscilla.
in Demon Souls there's this lady who you talk to who like is basically in the hub world, who gives you like she's this blind
the Maiden in Black.
Yeah, and she is there to talk to you and is constantly there. And like in later on in Bloodborne you have Nadal, who's like
voiced by the same voice actors as the Maiden in Black.
Yeah. And like I think originally she was supposed to be like in the early stages of the game. Priscilla was supposed to be serve that function in like the Firelink Shrine or something like that.
That kind of makes sense.
Yeah, like just being like this nice NPC you can talk to.
Also,
the rest of the series has always done that. Like, there's the Emerald Herald or whatever her name is in Dark Souls 2. In Dark Souls 3, there's another one. I forget what she's called.
Yeah.
I have to admit, though, I really like it for the lonely feel of you just sitting down next to this fire and accumulating your spent souls by yourself. I really like it a lot.
Yeah, and
that was apparently that was the thing was that Sam's saying is that they added it as a random world because it was gonna they changed the motif and then the world didn't fit the theme at all.
Sure, yeah. But it still feels good, and I'm glad they left it in. It's incredibly well put together.
It just makes it more like, oh yeah, we changed this thing. Well, let's make it a painting, and that makes it
make it a pocket dimension separate from the rest of the world.
Yeah,
So let us now warp to Darkroot Basin.
Yeah, Darkroot Basin. Go back to where the place.
Let's see, what is the closest place to teleport from here?
Darkroot Basin that's near the parish, right?
Yeah.
Relatively close. Firelink Shrine could probably get there pretty quick. I'm thinking.
No. The parish can, because you go down and then you go down the thing. And
you go past where the Titanite demon was.
Yeah, go past where the Titanite.
That's a way to do it.
Yeah,
you could also go to the area of Hovel's Tower, and then just go down. But
yeah,
Oh yeah, there's that too.
Yeah, just take any path there. Whatever works.
I mean, that's kind of. I don't think it's Hovel's Tower. He just lives there.
Fair. Though there is actually a Darkroot bonfire that it looks like you might not have gotten.
Probably.
Yeah.
Not Basin, the part of the forest. Actually, if you would just want to get that right now, we might as well do it. Just go to where you find the entrance to the forest cat room with all the dudes that want to murder you.
Also, recent news from James. Just had a stare down through the storm door with a raccoon. I was saving those drinks, you fluffy fuck.
Sif's dead, baby. Sif's dead. What?
Oh,
We're looking for something else.
Yeah.
Than Sif. Okay. Okay.
Oh,
Wait.
yeah,
Wait.
Oh yeah, I killed the good boy, right?
yeah, you killed the dog. You killed dog.
Oh yeah, I guess that's also one of the other benefits. Like if I took the what is it? If I took the oath with the dragon, then I could go fight all the guys in the cat dimension.
I mean, yeah, but you can do that whenever.
Yeah, you can just. You
And
can
also, if you ever want to betray the cat dimension, we have a ring to go get you first for murdering a ninja.
Okay, so this is the entrance to the cat dimension.
So, yeah, there's a bonfire right there. I guess you've had it.
I got it. I don't think you can warp to
I
it,
thought you could
though.
warp to this one.
Apparently not. Yeah, I got that a long time ago.
Normally, you can warp to Covenant bonfires. Huh.
This isn't necessarily. I mean, is that the Covenant bonfire?
It is the Covenant bonfire.
Interesting. Yeah, I don't know. I remember I got this one a long time ago because it was a pain in the ass to get down to Moonlight Butterfly.
Okay, never mind. Sorry about that then. You're going Moonlight Butterfly way, not Darkmoon Basin way.
Oh right, Darkmoon Basin is the other way, I think.
Or Darkroot Basin, but yeah. It's back the way you came from, but just hug the left. There will be a dip in at one point.
Remember, it's like the tall wall.
Yeah, the series like winding down into the canyon.
Yeah.
You're good. It's close to the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can always find it by accident. Nope. It just kind of looks
Like, yeah, don't overthink it. You'll find it.
So,
Yeah.
what's your favorite boss fight in video games?
In all video games? Oh, that's rough.
Well, we'll leave it
this
to
is
like
it.
post PS2 era.
Post PS2 era. Yeah, you're at it now. You just start descending.
Yeah.
That's still pretty big though. I mean, Artorias is up there. He's really, really good.
Who's Artorias?
Don't worry about it.
You'll meet him. Don't worry
Yeah.
about it. He's my favorite boss fight in all of Dark Souls though. In the entire series.
Artorias is like the main bad guy from Tales of Berisa. Don't worry about it.
Oh, there's a. Oh.
No.
Yeah!
Yeah, I got the gecko.
Die, you piece of shit. Alright, I got Sport Twinkly Titanite. Also, when you said post PS2, I was about to say, like, oh, the end from Metal Gear Solid 3.
No, I meant like since the launch of the PS2. Because I would say the boss.
The boss is really, really good. She's up there.
I like the,
a lot of Platinum game enemies are. There's the rival fight in God Hand that's incredibly good.
Oh, yeah. And then there's
the fight with Jetstream Sam in Metal Gear Rising Revengeance is so fucking good.
I guess you gotta go down there. Oh yeah, I remember actually seeing that one. I think because that was a fight that Sam was stuck on when he was playing the game.
Anytime, sorry, you go.
It's all about parrying, and he was not very good at parrying.
Most of Metal Gear Solid Revengeance is about parrying. Metal Gear Rising.
Yeah,
You can get through a lot of the game without parrying.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you want to, but like the game is way better and easier, and just it's designed for you to do a lot of parry counters. Basically, that's how to be good at the game. To get its high rankings.
That or unlock dodge.
I mean, the unlock dodge is useful for a few places, and it's still not like bad, but like the way you get most of the shit done is by parry counters, because dodge just adds a little bit of damage while avoiding danger, while parry counters can like open up enemies to like big shit.
And then you cut off their hands to give them to a doctor for money.
Yeah, basically. That's politics. Let's see.
Yeah, I would probably say... I mean, also, Revolver Ocelot's fight at the end of Metal Gear Solid 4.
I also...
Yeah, that's really good.
Also, any of the small colossi.
In Shadow of the Colossus?
Yeah. Also, where am I going? I'm down at the basin.
Go to.
You're going back to that back room around the edge, just
Yeah.
through the water, trudge
Okay,
out that way.
where I fought that crystal dude before.
Yeah,
Yeah.
feel free to put on the ring to move faster.
Yeah.
Oh right, I have a. What's that? Shit,
Yeah,
I
rusted
don't-
iron ring.
It's the. Oh yeah, it's the one you get off of. No wait, there's a different one you get off
It's-
of. Owl.
It's the one you got from going back
Yeah.
to the asylum.
Increased balance on foot. Also, I killed the other Hydra. It was a very unepic fight.
Yep, as usual.
And we
But
got
that Hydra's kind of cool because it will actually swim around and can jump over the beach areas.
Oh,
Yeah,
it never
we
did
got-
that. It just kind of kept trying to shoot water at me feebly.
If you go to a spot where it really can't reach, it can sometimes do that, and it's pretty cool.
Yeah, we did get a look of what the backside of those look like.
Yeah, they got the big tentacles on it because it's like a weird rat king of snakes.
Definitely not my favorite, but another boss fight worth mentioning is the final boss fight of Transistor. Because fighting against someone who also has your moveset is really cool.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Oh, hey, there we go.
Rival fights have always been traditionally really interesting, but that game's really cool because it has like a sort of VAT system, like in
I guess
Fallout.
also I haven't played this game in the series yet, but like just on it alone, Julius's boss fight in Aria of Sorrow.
Oh god, yeah. That boss fight is the best boss fight in all of Castlevania.
By the way, this is how time travel works.
Why is this game so fixated on Vor?
No, that's not a mouth. That's a hand.
Oh.
You're getting grabbed by the ghoulies.
Welcome to the past.
Sweet.
Alright,
Oh,
enjoy.
wait, I can, hold on,
Enjoy your bonfire.
I picked up
Don't-
some twinkling titanite.
Don't step on
Hey.
any big insects. You'll horribly. Don't worry.
Oh yeah, I remember what my grandfather said to me on my wedding night.
So, how do you feel about boss fights?
I mean, I'm playing Dark Souls.
Well,
How do you-
enjoy.
How do you feel about mythical? How do you feel about mythical creatures and in finding them?
Fantastic beasts and where to find them.
I know in Crusader Kings 2 they like added a feature that lets you write books, and one of the books you can write is mundane creatures and how to avoid them.
Nice.
Oh my god.
Wow, I damaged all my shit pretty bad.
Okay. So,
Oh yeah, I
now,
also can equip I can also equip my elite night gloves again. I picked up enough endurance to be able to do that, I think. Yep. With .2 thing to spare.
Alright, welcome to the DLC, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Welcome to the downloads. We got fights and fights.
Let's get right into it.
Time to fight the
Is it the Manticore?
Yep.
Manticore. I'm glad I have this very
Manticore.
high electricity resistant shield.
Yep. Congrats. Also, make sure, try not to let electric blasts hit areas near you. It'd be better for you to hit and block it. Because if you do let it hit areas near you, it'll radiate because you're on water. Yeah, so Manticore is the first one to really emphasize a big point they had at the DLC, which is punishing previously taught patterns. They really emphasize this idea of like, okay, well, people learned how to play Dark Souls by playing the first bit, so now we gotta reteach them how to play Dark Souls.
By the way, it's not like it is lacking one feature of Manticores usually have, and that is it does not have the face of a man.
Yeah, it's
Manticores in a lot of
just,
media don't
it's
have
just a
man
tick. It's just a
faces,
tickor, really.
God damn it. But yeah, I do love this form of Manticore, like a horned, winged lion.
I mean, yeah, it's
with,
got the important
scorpion
part.
tail.
Got
Like
the
that.
wings.
That's a kickback.
They got the wings and the lion and the scorpion tail.
Yeah, I'll never fault any Manticore for not having a man face, but like man face is still a cool feature to have sometimes.
Steal your girlfriend in the night, and then he'll steal your soul. And have a threesome with them both. 'Cause that's
I
just
mean,
how
This
he rolls.
DLC's so good.
By the way, this Manticore, you can totally see someone painting it on someone's van.
Oh, definitely. Got your quad angel wings and your Manticore? Hell yeah.
Also, I'm glad I have that rusted iron ring already.
And it's
And
got
it-
one of those like anime eye trails.
And also,
that's one of my favorite features from anime bullshit is when things leave that eye trail behind when they move. It looks so good.
also, like on their van, they would be fighting a wizard.
Of course.
Yeah.
Proper like stars and moons on their clothes, wizard.
You know, that reminds me, like, just talking about
A very
vans.
Grimdahl wizard.
That's one of the things of talking about vans with wizards on them. That is actually a company there's a company in downtown Chicago. I don't know where they're actually. Well, I don't know where they're actually based, but I always see their van, and the company's literally called Wizards of Windows.
God damn it!
I gotta.
Also,
I gotta,
nice job.
Also,
So,
yeah,
what-
hold on. I gotta sign into Twitch to subscribe to you. You beat the first boss. You fought on the first try.
Sweet. Now you have my hey guys.
Yeah, really cool boss. I enjoy that one a lot. The one thing you didn't learn about it was that wind buffet does no damage to you. It just does stamina damage if you're blocking your shield.
It just drains all your
Yeah, it does
stamina
an
if you're blocking.
absurd amount of stamina damage if you're blocking, so it knocks your shield out of the way before it like charges you.
That was one of the things I realized later, because when I was up in its grill, I was just like, let's see, do I have any more stuff to reinforce my weapon with? No.
So a lot of the bosses here kind of teach the idea of they're just gonna get on you. They're just gonna do what they want, so it's on you to force your game plan back.
Okay.
Like, you're not gonna have like clear windows for a lot of them, is the thing.
Sure, yeah. It's Sun Tzu, bend the enemy to your will.
Sun Tzu steals a grain.
Sun Tzu, only use fire sparingly.
Sun Tzu, try jumping. I can't find my wallet, so I'll next time you'll stream.
Sure.
It's too late in the night for me to look. Remind me.
Sure. I think also for December you can sub for 20% off.
Yeah, it's like yeah.
For the Emperor, Sun Tzu.
You're taking money out of Jeff Bezos' pocket.
Where's the mushroom?
It's coming up.
All right.
I have a feeling I was a little over leveled for that fight.
A little bit, but not like it's partly also the Black Knight Sword's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't do that much more damage than my gargoyle halberd.
Oh, so this is.
It outputs it faster.
I know this area more than most, like, and this is a cool area.
Don't attack that mushroom. Go talk to it.
What mushroom?
You were just staring directly at it.
Oh, is this? Oh, this. Okay, I didn't see
Well,
him.
look at this one.
Her.
From
Oh,
what
yes.
faraway age hast thou come?
It's Elizabeth.
Thy scent is very human indeed, but not intolerable. Ah, Princess Dusk's savior. Thine aura is precisely.
So
as she
remember, there
spoke.
was a princess you saved earlier in the
Thank thee
DLC
deeply
hole.
for rescuing
Yeah.
her highness.
Right, yeah. I
But
freed her from a
Princess
crystal.
Dusk is here no longer, snatched away by that horrifying primeval human. And so I must ask, couldst thou once more play the savior?
Sure.
And worth noting, unlike the other area, you can leave this place anytime. Like you're
Yeah.
not locked into the DLC.
Even though it's
I am Elizabeth,
500 years in the
guardian
past,
of this
don't worry
sanctuary.
about it.
something of a godmother to Princess Dusk. I shall
Elizabeth is so
Thousands of
charming,
years
though.
ago.
Look at this nice mushroom grandma.
Yeah. I like the little mushroom wrinkle she's got. Ooh, she sells things. Repair powder and gold pine resin. Nice.
Yeah.
Gold pine resin is real valuable.
Ooh, hidden-
Ulithial Ivory Catalyst is not bad. These are the interesting spells that the other
you
lady
could
sold.
turn into a barrel that just walks around, right?
Chameleon rules. Chameleon's the best.
I don't think I have enough intelligence to use any of that magic.
Flames guide thee.
Oh yeah, you're not spec for magic at all.
Yeah.
So yeah, this area is real neat.
I
I love the DLC a lot. In addition, it has the hardest fight in all of Dark Souls as an optional fight.
Let's see. In 40 endurance should probably be enough for anyone, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're fine on endurance. You never need that again. You're basically gonna be doing vitality and strength ever again, unless you want to like up your attunement for more pyromancies when you start investing in your pyromancy hand.
You know, this hand of yours that burns with an awesome power.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not summoning... So I don't summon Tarkus in that. I summon, like, the memory of Tarkus, right? I summon
Time
Tarkus's... I summon
correct.
Tarkus's ghost.
Correct.
Time
Essentially.
time dimensions, different worlds, universes. Don't worry about it.
Time is just another dimension of space.
Wibbly wobbly time stuff.
Wibbly
So-
wobbly time gobbly.
Tell me if any of this area seems familiar to you at some point.
Overhead. Is this Darkwood Basin but backwards?
Sorta, yeah.
Oh hey, hi.
So these boys eventually get replaced by the grabby plants. They're your equivalent. They're relatively chill.
Sweet. And
They
still
drop moss clumps, too,
they
also.
drop moss clumps. Nice. Oh hey, there's a sparkly over there.
Oh yeah, no, the DLC is full of goodies.
Oh wait, but this place is also full of plants that look like sparklies.
Yeah, the DLC has good reason for you to go in here and go do things.
The Souls series has always been really good at making the DLC dense and fun and full of just prizes.
And often you have to go to the past.
Man, the Bloodborne one is so just full of like, here's shit, enjoy, play with new weapons all the time.
Also, you remember those guys we talk about? Here they are!
Nice.
And weapons in Bloodborne are a way bigger deal than weapons in Dark Souls, because every weapon in Bloodborne is like a really complicated piece of work.
Yeah, 2 weapons, actually. And, like, there's, like, not that many.
Here's my boom hammer from the DLC. It's the hammer that also just explodes because it's a gun. Allow me to cock my hammer.
Oh yeah, you make the explosion. It causes the fucking hammer to vibrate more. And then it's just basically a jackhammer, baby.
Oh sweet, I got a 4-pronged plow.
Yep, they just drop your pitchforks, and
I like that it's called 4-pronged plow for some reason.
Or like that automatic hammer Homer Simpson invented.
Hey, so, you may have been wondering, but what about Statue Men? Where are my past Statue Men? Here he is.
He's faster, stronger, and tougher too. He's the first member of the Statue Man crew.
The one thing about the Statue Man that is weaker than the other one is they can't cast Tranquil Walk of Peace, so don't worry about rolling ever around them.
Okay, right. Oh, those right. I forgot about those boys. It's been a long time.
But they have a really cool move. Like, these boys have one of my favorite enemy attacks in the entire game.
I should probably
There it
remove
is.
that bonfire.
Oh no, he didn't do it. There's a really cool like follow-up thing he does, but he didn't do it. They're not doing the cool move, damn it.
How'd you do the cool move?
Do the move! Whatever, there's more of them.
Every day I open palm slam a CD into my PS3. It's called Dark Souls 3, and then and there I start doing the moves.
Oh, that's a real sparkly. Not many people can say that they've escaped from. Not many people say they can have escaped from the undead asylum, but I can. I do it every single day. 20-minute cooldown. Like I said, for April Fools, I'm just gonna start a recording, and then it's just gonna cut to 4 hours of Charlie laughing.
That's a pretty good loop you got right there, Charlie. I think that was a pretty good one.
Yeah, I gotta sample
That's
that.
a good one to isolate.
Oh, hi.
Yeah,
Welcome to meet the optional boss that you'll meet up with later.
yeah. No, there is a way
Black
to make
Dragon
it less of a
Calamine.
pain in the ass.
Well, yeah, there's one version of him that's like misery incarnate, and there's one version of him where he's just the biggest motherfucker in Dark Souls. You have to deal with one of the two
And
if you
it's the
choose to fight him.
reward you get for him is pretty good.
So you're saying if you choose him, you choose wrong.
Oh, the fight's really good.
Yeah.
But he's a
you wanna
motherfucker.
fucking fight a dragon?
Oh, hi. I was wondering where that
It's
boy was.
like- Again, the DLC is just well designed. Like, if they took all of their ideas from Dark Souls and
That was the move.
There, he did the move! He did the move!
Yeah,
Yes!
he did the move.
Yeah, after doing a down slam, if you're still hanging out there, he'll just be like, okay, and upturn the fucking earth.
Fucking
It's great. They kick ass. I love these statue men.
like that's some fucking earth bending shit right there.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, I like that.
Look at it. It looks so Titanic. It's great.
Yeah, I like the little I like the lensing that happens just before it kicks off. All right, I need to go to a place that is not a ledge to fight this guy.
No, it's fine.
No, because I don't want to get hit off the edge of the fucking cliff. Bye.
Okay, that works.
That was not my intent, but it worked out.
Turns out large statue men have trouble navigating narrow passageways.
People have trouble with things. Part 20.
At some point, when you go down a bunch, you'll meet an NPC, and there will also be, like, a button to press to activate an elevator back to the higher level, which will be important for saving you time.
Also, take note of all the black gunk around here. This is
It's almost
important.
like there's some dark roots. No, there's more reason for it than that.
I like
Yeah,
random scissors.
yeah. That black gunk is what's going wrong here.
Yeah, notice these roots are getting darker as we keep descending. Gravity, the true final boss. No, that's my favorite thing. Like that, I think Max, was it you that after I defeated the Iron Golem, like you sent me the fucking highlight from Two Best Friends?
Yeah, no,
Where
it's
Tarkus
the best.
fucking hits
It's one of
the
best
Iron
things.
Golem off the edge of the.
Yeah,
fucking-
when it's the like, when they're like, okay, strategy, walk in, do nothing. What? And he stops after having hit the golem once, and is like, no, do nothing, just turn around. And he just turns around right in time to see Tarkus just like hit the golem off the edge of this, and they just lose their shit. It's so good.
Yeah, I remember that was the thing everybody was telling me when I got into that fight. It's like, oh yeah, just let Tarkus do everything. I'm like, sure.
Oh no, it's Scissor Man. We're in Clock Tower.
That was the
Oh
thing
no,
everybody was
Scissor
telling me.
Man,
Was like, oh
Clock
yeah,
Tower
just
3.
Yeah, like people definitely overhype him as good as like Tarkus is, but
Well,
on
I
the
mean,
other
like,
hand,
he won
like,
it when
as long as you stay alive, he will beat the Iron Golem like 90% of the time.
Yeah, it's just like the first time I got hit by some attack. Oh, I got a gold coin.
I got sent over the edge.
I got hit by some attack. Yeah, that knocked me off the edge. And then the second time, Tarkus like got stuck on a wall for most of the fights.
Yeah, which is a shame, but yeah, Tarkus is easily the most competent NPC character in the game.
Tarkus.
Yeah, I would say second might be Solaire.
No, I'd say second is the witch.
Yeah, I guess because she doesn't have to get close to anything.
Yeah, she just does her job and does it well.
Okay.
Solaire was doing good against in the freaking Ornstein and
Yeah, Solaire's really hit or miss, but when he hits, he's really on point.
Yeah, I almost got Ornstein and Smo my first time because of Solaire. Oh, I'm out of Estus shit.
These statues are so aggressive, and I love them. Look at those big, the Titanic explosion.
the lady you can with the sack over her head you can get from for fighting
Commander
Meleg.
Milton.
Yeah,
pretty good.
she's pretty good.
Though
for that.
she's designed just because they gave her ridiculous resistance to fire, so she can just wade through everything.
Yeah, she's good for that particular boss fight.
Yeah, it's not even that she's specifically competent. They just programmed her to be a tank, and that works.
A tank who's specifically anti-fire type.
So, before this stream is over, I do want you to get to the next boss.
All right,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna try and
You're relatively close.
Is there
Yeah,
another bonfire coming up? Because I am out of Estus.
yeah, and if you
There's gonna be shortcuts, like there's gonna be an elevator that'll take you
and
back
if you
to
beat
the other
this
one.
boss on the first try, I will do one of those super subs to you. I will super sub you.
Oh man, then
Yeah,
you can get
that's
even.
the one. That's the one. That's the one. That's the one.
Then you can get even more emotes.
Yeah,
I
whatever.
have 3. I have 3 whole emotes. Where's the bonfire here?
Oh, well, maybe there's another section from here. This leads to the boss anyway, I think. Pretty sure that's the boss right over there. I'm not sure how to get back to the bonfire then. I don't know.
I have a homeward bone. I could use that. I need to kindle a bonfire though.
At least we've partly gotten our way here. I don't have these maps memorized. I haven't played these a ton of times.
Hold on, there's something
As much as I love Dark Souls, I am not quite as committed to Dark Souls.
Something over there that looks like a fire. I think it's a candle.
Oh, I think that's the NPC. This dude kicks ass.
Yes. Snatched by a
Chest of
shadowy
rules.
wind
Looks like
and
a
dragged off
JoJo.
to the past.
He's wearing like a Joker mask. It's great.
Yes, of course. Exactly what happened to me. We are both strangers in this strange
If you
land.
ever decide you want to
At
murder him, you
least
get
now
his
there are
hat.
2 of us.
Oh, nice. Green Blossom temporarily recovers stamina speed. Oh, hey, cool.
Yeah.
He
What
just
is
sells a
Tal-
lot of utility
Oh,
items.
right, that's an NPC or a PvP.
Yeah, the
item.
thing that stops
Oh, hey, he
yes,
sells
healing
humanity,
and
cool.
also. Yeah, it's expensive, but he'll sell it.
I think he also.
Um,
I think also every merchant only sells 1 humanity if they have it.
Sniper bolts, I think, are new to the
Oh,
DLC.
11.
Also, they're longer range crossbow bolts.
Cool. I don't have any proficiency at the crossbow, but that's good.
Yeah, I mean that's
Did
totally
you
fair. It's just
happen
worth
across
mentioning.
Knight Artorias, the legendary abyss walker from the old tales. Well, if you haven't, it's just as well. He's a colorless sort, if you ask me.
Chester is such a slimy, smarmy son of a bitch, and I love him.
What
Yeah,
did
he's
that
not the
giant
slimy,
mushroom make you
slimiest
do?
character in the game.
Not that I care. It's none of my business.
Cause like he's the cool like I'd hang out with him, punch him on the shoulder, but like never trust him to stand behind me, dude.
Yeah, unlike
Life
the
isn't
other
to talk
guy,
about, really. Oh,
who you never want to
know
turn
me.
your back
What
to.
do I know?
Fucking patches.
So long.
So I'm pretty sure this section is what takes you back up to the
Shortcut
bonfire.
ahead.
Yeah. Keep going in. It's another elevator.
Oh, is this a different elevator?
Yeah, it's a different elevator.
Elevator
The other one-
action. Well,
the
the
other one
Atari
will bring you over by hand.
2600.
So this is its own section off to the side, but it's in like the first section of the forest. Like it's a lot easier to get to.
Yeah.
Guardian gauntlets.
Whoop.
Okay. I thought that went somewhere.
Yeah, I think just immediately to your left and then like straight is where you came from.
Guess we'll find
You're-
out. It's a very large
I
statue.
think you're
of
going too
Jesus.
far. Turn more light. Left, I mean.
Huh?
Left. Straight.
There's a cliff.
Okay, now turn left and hang alongside this cliff. Because I'm pretty sure this is where there's like a side section that goes back towards the sanctuary. I might be wrong.
We'll see.
Okay, I guess I'm wrong. Sorry about that. I just wanted to make sure.
I'm just gonna look around.
Yeah, feel free. Like, even if you die now, the shortcut's active forever, so like, whatever.
Oh, look at that cool rock. Look at that
Wow,
rock.
fuck, we're out.
Over there.
Okay, never mind. I think over to your right now is actually where.
Maybe.
Back the direction of sanctuary.
Yep, just gonna ignore them for now. Thought one of them was coming over to fight, but nope. Oh, I thought that bridge was right there, but no, it is in fact much farther away. Look at all these poppies. I just think these are poppies. They're not red enough.
I will admit, it's also a lot harder to navigate via.
Pixel vision.
Yeah, pixel vision. Okay, this is where the dude fell off the side, so you're going away from the sanctuary.
Yeah. I'll just follow the perimeter. You okay, Charlie? You sure?
Yeah.
The oddest sneezing noise I have ever heard.
Sounds like you're holding him back. There we go.
There, I didn't hold it back.
I've never heard someone actually go achoo when they sneeze.
Oh man, you have not heard my sneezes, mostly because I mute when I sneeze.
Fair. Same.
I have very explosive and painful sneezes.
Oh, baby.
I think I just went in a big-ass circle.
Oh, wait. Hang over to the right now.
I think this just takes me back to the bridge that takes me to the ledge. Or maybe this is a bridge that takes me to the beginning again.
I think this is the bridge that takes you to the beginning.
Oh,
I might be wrong.
bridge over the River Kauai.
No, it looks correct.
Yep.
Alright, great.
Lucille Sanctuary. I should probably kindle that bonfire, eh?
Feel free.
You need to reverse hollowing before I can kindle. But I have 11 humanity apparently. Damn, yeah.
Yeah, and this DLC will lead to an area where you can farm for humanity easily, and also you can spend souls for humanity now, so whatever.
Yeah.
I'm no longer going to need to make donation runs.
Yeah, that only happened once because I was... Oh, right. It only happened once because we almost were not able to do it. Also, fun fact, that's apparently why... apparently Caleb Stokes has not finished Dark Souls 1, and it was specifically because he went human to try and summon Solaire to fight Ornstein and Smo, and somebody invaded him and killed him. He was out of human. He's like, alright, well, I guess I'm done.
Yeah, I mean, again, Ornstein Smo, like, is a big spot that, like, stops people. Like, it's the biggest brick wall in Dark Souls.
Yeah.
This is where the real Dark Souls begins.
I mean, genuinely, I would say that is the part where it does.
Yeah.
There's many steps where, like, Dark Souls gets more Dark Soul-y on the way, but once you've done that part, you've basically said, like, yeah, you can beat Dark Souls.
Welcome to Dark Souls.
We got all your favorites.
Oh, speaking on the subject of Dark Souls, Max, have you ever heard of played Odalis?
I've heard of it, and I've seen it, but I haven't
I played a little bit of it. I just realized that how the main character's name is a pun.
Is it? I don't
His
remember
name is Haggis.
Why
Now,
a
what is
pun?
one of the main inspirations you know of Odalis?
I'm not sure.
It's very much inspired by Berserk.
Okay. Yo, that's true. Yeah. All
Hey,
the
check out my
hello.
Yeah, it is inspired by Berserk. The main character's name is Haggis. What is Haggis made out of?
Intestine.
Sheep guts.
Oh man, my midriff
God,
fades
you're
off
totally
into
right.
nothing.
It's definitely reference to guts. God damn it, I'm mad.
Yeah, like I was like I think it was like a Thai Tuesday saying he offhanded in bed. She's like, wait a minute. Oh my God, he's right.
All right, well, I think that's the end of this stream for now.
No, go fight the boss, please.
So yeah, fight
You
the
want?
boss.
Oh, you want me to fight the boss? Okay. I can do
One
that.
time, just
All right,
one
I
try.
will- All right, sure. I'll take my one shot and I'll let it slip.
It's important to me.
Yeah, it is.
That's the way back. I think this is the way.
This is where
No,
the real
farther way.
DLC.
The other way.
The
you're
next
facing,
boss
yeah.
is where the real DLC begins.
There are not many bosses in the DLC, but the ones they have are good.
Yeah.
I mean, I already like the Manticore.
Manticore.
So you're basically just gonna need to find that structure that has the elevator and then take that down and you'll be right
Yeah,
there.
I think that
Yeah.
was to the left. Like really to the left.
It's either really to the left or really to the right. I forget which one.
I don't know. One of them would be correct.
I feel like it was really to the right, but you know, whatever. Try it.
Come on. You dead? You're fucking dead, son. I am so glad he got stuck on that tree. Come on. Stop hanging out by the statue.
mean, whatever, you can just run. Like, they won't catch you.
I mean, the Scarecrow boys will, but yeah, the statue will not.
I mean, they'll catch you if you stop.
Oh, Christ.
What?
I just saw a tweet of crazy that Wikipedia is now called Prague Hub, but not called Prague Hub now.
Okay, turn to the left. I think over by like the shiny bit.
Yeah, I remember Cool Rock. Ow. Yeah, there we go. No, get. I said get. Bye. Oh yeah, so Wikipedia is now called Porghub.
Yeah, I think that's a joke tweet, but
Yeah. That's a good one. I like that.
All right. Go to this good old Mist door
yeah.
and get ready for my favorite cutscene in Dark Souls.
Oh, so I need to send the. Well, no, I can hit the button to get the elevator back up, right?
Yeah.
But you can hit it from
Yeah,
the top.
don't worry about it.
As long as you activate it once, you're good.
Yeah.
All right, let's get this cutscene.
That's how elevators work.
Oh, okay. Oh shit! I remember seeing this guy. Vinny did a bunch of fights against him.
So, meet Artorias of the Abyss.
Oh, right. That was the one the Joker
Knight
was talking about.
Artorias, one of the 4 great knights of Gwyn, Lord of Cinder, and the owner of the Wolf Sif.
You fought at his grave. Now time to put him in it.
Yeah, you took his ring.
Was he the one that gave the rusty ring? Also, wow, yeah,
Yeah.
he really
No,
looks like
he's the
Sauron.
one-
Yeah.
He's the one
gave
that
you
lets you go
Artorias'
into
ring.
the abyss. By the way, note that he can't use his left hand. In later games, it's revealed that his big ass sword is actually a left-handed sword.
Oh, wow. Somehow I didn't die.
Right now, you're fighting him while he's using his offhand.
So I mentioned, Artorias is my favorite fight in all of Dark Souls and one of my favorite fights in bosses have in games. This dude is crazy, look at him. He just gets on your nuts.
Yeah, fucking.
Yeah, huh?
He does not let up. This dude only takes breaks to power up. Like, he does not ever just give you breathing room.
Also
He
note that
fucking moves.
he's spilling the purple stuff everywhere. Yeah, the purple stuff's important.
Not
Oh,
to the
yeah.
fight, but in general.
Yeah, plot. The purple stuff is why he's attacking you.
God, I love Artorias.
Like,
Also,
he's
he's
big,
intensely-
but he's big, so like, oh yeah, he's big, he's gonna go slow. No, he's fucking fast.
He's gonna fly around, get right on you.
Like fucking doing Meta Knight spins.
He's powering up.
Okay. So I guess we're in
I
phase
told
2
you,
now.
he only takes breaks to power up.
So we're in, this is phase 2 now, I guess.
And also he can do the
Same
stinger.
moves. It's just a lot harder. Like, do not get hit, basically.
Yeah, also, kudos, does the stinger. Now just need the red hot kick, and he's a platinum protagonist.
So, it's really fun to fight him if you are playing a non-heavily armored character, because you have to, like, dodge all his moves and, like, action counter. It's great.
Yeah, no, I remember seeing this fight kind of in the Giant Bomb Endurance run of this game. I remember Vinny was playing it and kept playing the fucking theme from Black Knight 2000 constantly.
I mean, if there is any one person who is the Black Knight.
And he kept mashing. I think he kept mashing the dual hand weapon button as the with the bass theme of the song. Oh, now we're in phase 3.
No, he just every time he reaches certain HP tiers, he'll take a break to power up, and then he'll fall off eventually, and then he'll do it again later.
Gotcha.
That's a beautiful stinger, by the way.
Oh yeah, it's great. So yeah, his design here is actually a big reference to Berserk. Because there was a point where Guts had his arm broken and then also got like this crazy suit of superpower armor. And so it's really designed to look pretty close to that, other than that, like it doesn't have the wolf head.
Right. He also wields a giant fucking sword, but that's like kind of everybody. That's kind of everybody in Dark Souls.
Oh, he's got a giant sword. Waves a giant sword even for him, who is also huge.
But yeah, fighting this dude as a level 35 wizard was rough.
I dodged too early.
He powered up and slammed.
Yeah,
and that's all he needs.
That's the thing.
Like,
well, see, that
this
was
dude's a motherfucker.
Well, that was the thing. I knew it was coming, but I dodged too early, so I got hit by it.
Yeah, but it's a good fight. It's good. Like, there's a lot of just like dodging to make and like planning around things. Like he has windows and he has timings and he has tells, but that doesn't make him not a motherfucker.
Yeah, because he has very short windows where you can attack him. Like that's
Also,
kind of the thing.
God, he's so cool.
Yeah, and you have now met 2 of the Knights of Gwed with Ornstein and Artorias. You'll meet the other 2 in this DLC as well.
I'm gonna actually make another shot at that. That wasn't a very long fight.
The other 2 are, what is it, like Ciara or whatever her name is,
and the giant
Hawkeye Go, who is the best character in
Yeah.
Dark Souls. While Artorias may be my favorite boss fight, Hawkeye Go is my favorite NPC in Dark Souls.
And he's got, like, competition.
Yeah, I know! There's a lot of good NPCs, like, and it's not like... I'm not faulting the other ones, he's just my favorite.
What he does, plot-wise, is, like, the coolest fucking thing.
100%. And even just talking to him, he's a chill, really cool dude, and if you decide to fight him, he has a really unique, interesting fight. Anyway, so as long as we've got an opportunity here. So they've mentioned before, like when you had to go get his ring, that you can use his ring to traverse the abyss, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the abyss is like incredibly, incredibly poisonous. It's not a good thing to be in. Like it destroys individuals. Their beings are decimated. So he has it through and so he was the one person to go to the abyss and visit it and do things there and do missions. And eventually that led to very bad things, and that's where he currently is at.
Yeah.
But like he was legendary for that
feat,
and that's why he needed his ring.
Coming for ya.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he just immediately is gonna get on you.
Would you say this is like the closest to like a rival fight?
In Dark Souls, probably, other than fighting another player, but the fighting another player doesn't feel as good, so like, yeah, I guess so. Like, God, rival fights are just so good in games, right? Like, it's the best concept, and there's just someone who does kind of what you do, but slightly different.
Also, another good rival fight, Dawn of Sorrow, the guy who can copy stuff.
You know, I had the problem that, like, whenever I fought him, like, I figured out what he did too easily and just, like, didn't play into him.
I mean, yeah.
That's kind of... Remember, that's...
One, it's not like a good, like, as a good rival fight, but it's a fun fight.
Oh yeah, it's fun. When you can fuck around with him, it's great. Like, I remember my favorite one was just, like, I brought in, only the bullet soul for the cave troll where you stick out your tongue, and he always sealed a level 1 version of whatever you use. And so I gave him the long-range tongue, and then he'd only just, like, stick out his tongue like a dweebazoid.
Yeah.
Cats is another good one to give him. And you just fight him using the gun. Copy a bullet! Fucking Dawn of Sorrow had a lot of good boss fights.
Yeah, I really hated, like, the ending mechanic seal thing. That was weird, but, like, other than that, like, boss fights.
Yeah, because it was the first, like, a early DS game.
Also, really love the crab fight in Order of Ecclesia, or Ecclesia, or whatever. The crab fight.
Oh!
Especially in that, like, you can't just kill it. You have to, like, make it angry enough to climb up to the top of a tower and then squish it with an elevator.
Yeah. Good fights in Dawn of Sorrow. The Dio fight was good.
It's not bad.
The Puppet Master fight.
Yeah, Garganthos or whatever he was, the big like thing that shoots a laser.
Yeah, that like
breaks
that's
through
just
the
like
tower.
a neat boss design. Like, just looks gross.
What am I stomach? Pot fire already have max health.
The rematch with Baylor, where he's like the fist.
I wasn't as into that one. I liked old Baylor better.
Yeah, I could see that.
Alright, I got 5 minutes left.
Because the old Baylor had the 2 fists.
Alright, yeah, and yeah, this is a good boss fight. I like how crazy everything he does is.
Yeah, the other thing about this is like Artorias only has like 4 moves or something like that, right? But he just gets on your nuts.
He
It's
has those 4
amazing.
moves, but he is going to be using them constantly.
Yeah, he's Brock Lesnar. he made a characteristic out of having only a couple moves. Also, thanks for the host goof. It's probably an
Yeah,
auto.
he's
Except
gonna
unlike
kiss-
Brock Lesnar, he's cool and likable.
Unlike Brock Lesnar, he does not have any product placement for Jimmy Johns on him.
I don't know. I'd buy an Artorias sub.
Unlike Brock Lesnar, he probably has most of his intestines still.
Wait, what?
But yeah, doing this as a wizard was real rough because I could only take 1 hit from him before needing to heal.
Also, on that Brock Lesnar got like when he was like UFC champ, he got like this bad infection in his guts and had to get some of his guts taken out,
Oh damn.
Oof.
and like
That,
had to like vacate the title. I think.
Man, that happened to... I know that happened to one of my friends. He swallowed a toothpick.
Yeah.
And yeah, it got real infected, and he had to go through a lot of real weird surgery.
But yeah, once again, Artorias is a left-handed. So in this entire fight, remember, you're
Yeah,
fighting
he's
him
fighting way weaker than he's supposed to be.
much like the Julius fight in Castle Ario and Sorrow.
Yeah.
Remember, this is the guy who killed Dracula, and he's now very much older and out of practice.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's not only that Artorias is fighting you with one hand behind his back, he's fighting you with the bad hand.
And while not being sane.
Yeah.
Like, this dude in his prime would just destroy you, and it's amazing. God, I love Artorias.
You know what my favorite part of the Julius fight is?
What was that?
When he does the Grand Item Crash Grand Cross to go into the second phase where he starts using items, in the background, like as soon as he does it, the background, like the bottom of the castle starts falling off.
Yeah.
So Brock Lesnar and John Cena are not the same person, but people kind of hate both of them.
People like John Cena now because they miss him, and they don't like Roman Reigns.
I mean, that's fair.
And also, you know, it's not like it wasn't like he's no longer Super Cena.
God, look at this platinum-ass motherfucker just coming at you. Doing flips and shit.
I'm probably gonna die. Nope, I'm okay.
Like, you survived that. He fucking drove a sword right you right down the middle, and you somehow
And there's like a
survived.
moment where, like, after he does a move where you're like, yeah, I'm
Yep,
gonna
I'm
take
dead.
this opportunity to heal, and then he just, like, fucking flies
That's kind of the
across
thing. It's
the
kind of
fucking
it's sort of a
screen.
crapshoot because you do, the time it takes you to heal is longer than any of his attack animations. So you really, it's really just like,
It depends on his patience level with you. Especially the best feeling is when it's like oh, maybe I could heal now, and then you see him start running at you, not even use the stinger, and you're like, oh, never mind.
yeah.
Question to you, Max. Does Meta Knight count as a rival fight? Because he always gives you the sword.
I mean, like, sorta. I feel like King DDD is actually closer because he also uses Inhale.
I'm actually gonna
Yeah.
try with my old.
Yeah, but Meta Knight's also...
And King DDD also feels the best to fight without a power of, like, any character in the game.
Yeah, but Meta Knight, you know, he gives you the sword, so you're Sword Kirby, and he's basically always Sword Kirby.
Yeah, and that's fair. I just, like, I don't think of Kirby as Sword Kirby inherently, you know? So I don't think of that as the rival fight for Kirby.
Yeah.
It's maybe a rival fight for Meta Knight, but I don't think it's a rival fight for
Well,
Kirby.
we got his. That's Galactic Knight. Galaxy Knight or whatever.
Oh, right.
From the Kirby Ultra, Superstar Ultra. Where if you play through Meta Knight mode, you fight that as the final boss, and also he's like in the true arena, like where all the bosses have been made harder.
Yep.
That's also where you fight true Mark Soul.
More
which is more
importantly, Wham Bam Crystal.
Yeah.
I was gonna take one more stab at this with my other
And
weapon.
fucking
Yeah.
red Tubby Whale.
I love Tubby Whale.
I fucking hate that fucker.
Also, fuck that scarecrow that stabbed me in the ass.
He's just all over the screen and he's hard to dodge.
No, I
Fuck
just
him.
do block. I just like block tank him.
The best part of using the Kirby stone ability is when Kirby turns into the flexing man.
Okay, yeah, this is definitely doing a lot less damage, but I think it's faster, and that's probably what I need more than anything else.
This one more, he says.
I just want to see if I can do this any better with my halberd, because I felt like the
Yeah,
Black
yeah,
Knight sword was really slow.
God, look at that jumping. Oh, God, he's so cool.
Yeah, I like him.
I am such a
I'll-
huge mark for the 4 Knights of Artorias. All of them are really neat.
What about Smo? What about Smo?
And he's not a knight, and I don't like him. Fuck that guy. It's not
Fucking-
because he's not a knight, but I also hate him.
Fucking Smo is the fucking Marty Jannetty to Ornstein's Shawn Michaels.
But so you got Artorias here, who's this like flippy, crazy, strong swordsman who travels the abyss and has a giant wolf for a friend. A sword-wielding wolf for a friend. Oh, I guess he doesn't have the sword. No, he still has a sword in this timeline.
Yeah, he's also not as giant. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not Artorias' sword, but he does have a sword.
Do you fight that wolf later?
Yes, that's it.
Well, no, I mean, do you fight the wolf? Would you fight the wolf in this timeline? I mean,
No, actually, you can befriend him in this timeline, and if you do, there is a moment when you fight Sif that he'll be like sad about having to fight you.
Yeah. If you fight Judith before you fight Sif.
But he still will because he's like that loyal to Artorias. And you need that ring, so.
Yeah, if you wanted to make the battle of Sif even more sad, except on top of the fact when he gets hurt he starts limping and it's very sad because it's a dog.
Because he's such a good boy. But yeah, so there's this dude with all that motherfucking shit, and you can get multiple versions of his sword, by the way, by using Sif's soul and his soul and different things like that. Then there is, again, I forget her name and I feel bad about it, but the Lady Knight's really cool because she wields,
She like dual wields, right?
yeah, she dual wields twin daggers, the silver and gold tracers, which the silver tracer gives toxin and the gold tracer gives really heavy bleed.
Yeah, she's kind of the rogue of the group.
Oh, she's definitely the rogue of the group.
shit.
And then there's Ornstein, cool like dragoon with a lightning spear and lion theming, which is really neat. And then finally you have Hawkeye Go, who is one of my favorite characters in Dark Souls, being the coolest archer in the world.
I think it's specifically like, or Smo was around and he could have been a knight, but Gwen didn't want him because he's a fuck.
Yeah, he's a huge fuck.
Shit. Gosh, too late.
No,
Ranger
Lee,
plus is Hawkeye Go's class and size. That's his size of clothing wear. I forgot that he has pocket goo. It's like pocket sand, but the weird purple rose gunk.
I just got the theme from Julius's boss fight playing in my head. It's a good song. A good song for when you're fighting a for real Belmont.
Fuck. Alright, I ran out of stamina. Well, I got him a little further than I did the first time, so...
Yeah,
And
no, like,
I did
No one ever expects anyone else new to the game to beat Artorias in their first like 10 attempts.
Yeah, I did get him down to half health on my first try.
Like the Sanctuary Guardian is just to basically be like, hey, so these bosses will be aggressive and you need to be aggressive back. But then this dude's the like, okay, well you tried out that, now it's time to actually fight.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was the other thing. When I was fighting, that's the thing I'm realizing is like I was getting a lot more hits in with the. I think I need the halberd because yeah, he's too fast for the Black Knight sword. Black Knight sword is slow and kind of short range. I do a lot less damage with this, but like yeah, being fast and moving away is important to that fight.
See, another thing that makes this really fun is if you are doing like a low level or low armor build, you have to dodge his moves rather than block them.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
crazy.
let
I
me
don't
tell you
I don't know
about
how
soul
you would get it.
level-
I don't know how you get hits in there dodging all the
Let me
shit.
tell you about soul level runs.
Yeah, they're suffering. Don't do one.
I really
no,
want to see. I really want to see if the. So I saw somebody who was doing a what is it? No armor, no block, no dodge run.
What?
Yeah, they would just run in a straight line to avoid attacks instead.
It's doable for the most part. It just
It was
sucks.
just yeah. I'm kind of curious to. You're just seeing them like take on a bunch of bosses like that, and I'm kind of curious if they actually took on Artorias like that.
I mean, I've seen heard of people doing like, fucking using the broken like short sword runs or
Yeah.
like
or playing with DDR pads. It's, you know, like crazy shit people do. I don't think it would work on Artorias though, other than just like power leveling out of being killable by him. Because Artorias like glues to your position. Like he
Yeah,
actually
he's got a
has things
lot
that
of
care about
moves
where
that
you're
get.
currently at.
He's got a lot of moves that instantly close the distance. All right, I think I'm gonna sign off here. But thanks everybody for watching.
yeah.
I won't. Let's see. We'll have another stream next week, and then I'll be gone because Christmas.
Yeah.
But then I'll be back the week after that. So stay tuned. I don't know. Give me a follow. Give me a sub.
Yeah. They're cheap.
Be the first of your friends to give me money.
But I lost my wallet, so I have to get him back because he beat Manticore on the first try.
Yeah. So
Was that the first boss you beat on the first try, or?
no, Charlie just said if I was gonna Charlie just said if I beat that boss on the first try, he'd sub to me.
Oh,
Yeah,
specifically
the
that
first
one?
boss he fought, and like he fought some sub bosses and died, but that was the first proper boss he fought for a health
That's
bar
true.
and stuff.
Yeah, with a health bar and like a theme.
That's fair.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought there was some other boss you were waiting for.
I mean, Artorias.
Sure. I mean, it's a good boss. I like him. All right.
Oh, he's so good.
Yes, I want to quit the game. Thank you. Magic weapon. All right. Yeah. Thanks everybody for watching. I don't know. Let me throw a random host down. Let's see if he's on. All right.
Who?
Jackie
Nope.
Games.